Good afternoon. Welcome to the Toon review. Joining me, Billy. Paul will be along with us presently. He has a few tech issues at the moment, so he's got me to start the show off. But if you are new to this channel and this is the first time you've seen us, this is the Toon review. Please hit that subscribe button. It really does help us out. We're on the road to 29,000 subscribers at this precise moment in time. Give us a like as well. Click that thumbs up. And also, you can join the channel, become a member by clicking the join button below the chat. And super chats are also available by clicking the $sign. That will help us out also. I need to get the team news because I don't have it on the screen at the minute. I'm going to do it now. While we're talking, you know, I'll try and chat at the same time. But I'm going to try and find the Newcastle team news and the West Ham team news because clearly it's we need to do that. So it's going to take me a second or two to do that, but we shall do it circumstantially. And find out the team news from Newcastle United, West Ham. So I need to just do a couple of things first. One thing there. Will take me 2 seconds, that's all. That's all it will take. And then if I just come into here, get rid of that, come back into StreamYard, and I can then add the team news in. There's one coming down now. And here's two. Also just coming down. There we go. So here's the Newcastle United team news. And it is as follows: Martin Dubravka in goal, Tino Livramento still in at right back. There's no Kieran Trippier today. Fabian Schär and Jamal Lascelles as centre backs. Jamal Lascelles is, of course, the captain. Dan Burn retain his place at left back. Midfield three, it's the usual three we've seen the past few weeks. It's Bruno, Longstaff, and Joe Willock. And a forward three of Jacob Murphy on the right, Anthony Gordon on the left, and Isak through the middle. A subs bench of Carriers, Paul Dummett, Matt Ritchie, Harvey Barnes making a return to the subs bench, Emil Kraft, Lewis Hall, Miguel Almiron, Elliot Anderson, and Joe White. We can also do the West Ham team any second now, and here it comes. They start with Areola in goal, Kufal, Zuma, Mavropanos, Emerson at left back, midfield two of Souček and Ward-Prowse, three in front of them, 4-2-3-1, Paquetá, Kudus and Bowen, and Mikel Antonio up front. Their bench comprises of Fabianski, Ben Johnson, Aaron Cresswell, Calvin Phillips on the bench, Maxwell Cornet, Danny Ings, who likes a goal against Newcastle, Angelo Ogbonna, Earthy, whoever he may be, and Murama, whoever he may be. I never heard of the two of them, but there you go. So there you go. Let's have a look at some comments. Let's go right to the very top and see what we've got. Could take me a time or two. There we go. Afternoon to everyone in the chat at the moment. Oh, I can't get the top. There's that many people in. People must have seen Paul's appearance on TNT. But there we go. We are near the top now. And we can see who was in first. There we go. Southern George is the first. I really hope we trash Everton, he says. There we go. Tom's in the chat also. He's at the game, of course. I want Everton gone this season, says Jock. The rough-head Benishin says, just worried about midfielders. No one in there has been tackling well. Who's there? Our best two are out injured. Correct. Well, Paul's on TNT. Congrats, lad. Yeah. A lot of people have seen Paul on TNT. The chat's gone mad. We found out last night that he was on. But there you go. He's on there. Wide on TNT. Fantastic. There you go. But that's it. Jock Bar says TTR are massive. He wasn't saying tickle my tonsils with a lime bar or maybe grab your granny, it's bingo time. No, I don't think he was. I think it was just his match reactions. Trolls is also here. Julie J in the modding in the background. Mary's also here. Hi, Mary. She says, oi, you rowdy bunch and hosts, how are you all? Well, hopefully Paul will turn up at some point, but if not, of course, I'm here to help out, and maybe Sats will come and join me. We'll see. Mary and chatting to people. Niall Powell's in the house. Good afternoon to you, Niall. Jack McCann, he says, nice to see you on TNT, Paul. Yeah, I mean, it must have been fantastic. I haven't got TNT, but yeah, it's we learned last night that he was going to be on, so that's very interesting. Brian says, Toon Gamer says, sorry, we have conceded more goals in the last 14 games than we did the whole of last season. Shocking. Yes, it is. It is shocking, that is, isn't it? But injuries will, kind of add to that. Tom says it's positively sunny at St James's Park, but very grey clouds too. Stotty55, good afternoon to you. Who else we got? Any Carl, good afternoon to you. Mike Elliott, good afternoon to you. And Toonami, good afternoon to you also. Paul Borrowdale's in the house. Ken Beatty, he's asking why no Hall. It's a good question. But obviously he's gone with his tried and trusted, although it's not been very trusted of late. Mick Helmet Bolt says, good afternoon, lads and lassies. I'm hoping for 3-1 win today. Away the lads. Johnny Robb says, Burn and Longstaff starts mean we wouldn't play the game with 9 men. Yes, it's very harsh, that, but, a lot of people would agree with you. A lot of people still talking about the TNT. Paul says, Howard's not the plot. Stubborn is not the word. Interesting. Toon Game says, Bowen versus Burn. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is all before the show started, by the way, all these chats. Optimal Forages in the house. Good afternoon to you over in Japan, my friend. Hope you're well. Afternoon to Chris. Also afternoon to Hal Fox. Hippie also in the house. Slothy Vlogs. Bearded Monster. He's glad football's back. Afternoon to Daniil. Hope you're well, my friend. Great to see you in the chat for the Toon Review Matchday Live. Rasguna. He's in the house with a laughing emoji. Michael Robson. Good afternoon to you. He's not looking forward to Bowen versus Burn. I don't think many of us are. Geordie Rick, good afternoon to you. I don't understand why Eddie has Burn at left back. We'll put that one up. He's been bigging up Hall along stuff, going nowhere to hide. Now Eddie's saying he's fit. Yep, you're right. Ruffer FS1, good afternoon to you. Vincent N, good afternoon to you. John Burton, again, talking about Paul on TNT. Mick J, good afternoon to you. David, afternoon. Dorch Mag, great to see you. Harpal Kelsey, great to see you too. Kian, I hope you're well. Long time no see on the channel. Ken Beatty, TNT TV, West Ham TV, yep. Carpus has bring us 3 points today. Craig Wright over in Australia. Good time for you to watch it yet. Will it be better next week when the clocks go forward? Are they going forward? I think they are, aren't they? No, they're going back. I don't know. I can't remember. I think they're going backwards, aren't they? I'll get there eventually. Good afternoon to Spike Milligan. Hope you're really well, my friend. Louis in the chat. Nice to see you. Long time no see, my friend. Hope your resting's going well. Anthony Clark, good afternoon to you also. Harper Kelsey says, Billy, nice to see you, mate. Daniel Graham, good afternoon to you. Yano, nice to see you in the chat also. Alexander Isak's in the chat. Wow. I mean, you should be concentrating on the game, pal. But good to see you here. 695 in. Let's you all hit that like button. Mark Wagstaff, good afternoon to you. John Burton says, hello, big man. We all love you, Billy. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. It's very much in reciprocated, my friend. Don't look, you will be swearing all show. I'll try not to. I'll do my best. I haven't done it yet. A lot of people saying no surprise with the lineups, which is yet. Yeah, Paul's got technical issues at the minute. Hopefully he can join us. But we shall see. Mark says, hello, guys. Can't say the team excites me with 10 games left out of cups. Let's take some chances and give some of the youngsters starts. Well, we've still got competitive games, Mark. We still, that European place is still important to us. Go to is in the house also. Good afternoon to you, Hippie. Longstaff better pull his dumb finger out, stay and actually tackle. Yeah, let's hope that. There's the Facebook user also. Yano says, what the fuck is Matt Target again? Mark Lassalle just sworn, by the way. Sorry about that. Max Emery, good afternoon to you. Why not include Harrison instead of White? Surely has eyes ceiling. Yeah, maybe that's a good point, mate. Julie says Target's injured again, so he's not fully fit. Ken Robinson, this is good news. He says, hi, Paul and Billy, just in case you're interested, got the all clear from the cardiologist on Wednesday and can still go ahead with a longer-rated spinal surgery on the 9th of April. That is good news, mate. And now you've got a light at the end of the tunnel for you, pal. And hopefully things will get back to normal as soon as possible. Lady Sam, I hope you're well in the chat also. Nice to see you here too. Jeremy McLaughlin, good day from Perth, Billy. Good day, mate. Hope you're well. What else we've got? Nigel Mahoney, afternoon to you. He says, lost all patience with Hal. There's no footballing reason to start Burn and Longstaff. Yeah, interesting. Fantastic. Good afternoon to you and Nick Thornton. Who else we've got? Indo Toon, good afternoon to you. Thomas Pears, good afternoon to you also. Vortex, also in the house. Rabbiting on. Mark Toon, good afternoon to you. I'm getting near the end of the chat now, which is very interesting. Will X, a West Ham supporter. Should be a good match. Lots of goals. I predict a draw. I think there will be goals, mate. I do honestly believe that is the case. Ian Fleming, good afternoon to you, my friend. We saw you on Tony's earlier. John Adams, good afternoon to you. Early start down under 1 a.m, hoping for a great result. Indeed, we are. Ash, good afternoon to you. Lee Kelly, evening, Billy, and all. Come on, the Mighty Toon Army. Let's keep the faith with Eddie. Can see us pulling off a good win. Agent Tech Streams, good afternoon to you also. Pedro, Blenchy, Baz Down Under. What is TNT? That's the channel that the game is on in England. It's formerly BT Sports, but TNT bought them out. But that's who they are. Cushy, afternoon to you. Leon Boyle also, good afternoon. Doug out, hello mate, hope you're well, Doug. Liverpool supporter, great friend of the channel, of course. Martin Watson, good afternoon. Who else we got here? DK35, good afternoon to you also. He sets up to lose. Does he want the sack? Interesting. C15 Rise, good afternoon to you. Long time no see. Must win today. Let's hope key players return. Bruv Butler, hope you're well too. David Hughes in the chat. Nice to see you. What else? Jam Stasher, good afternoon to you also. West Ham are going to sit back and wait for Burn to overcommit himself and hit us on the counter, aren't they? Well, that's kind of the game plan for most teams against us, isn't it? That's the master plan, the blueprint that Forest started. DeCanio9, good afternoon to you. Another West Ham supporter, obviously, with a name like DeCanio9. He says, can't believe how injury-ridden you boys are. Ian A, good afternoon to you, modding in the background. And Matt Fletcher over there in Australia. Good afternoon to all. Good morning to you, I'll have to say. Who else we got? World of Football. I'm sure clocks go backwards. Yeah, you're right. I mean, these days, all your technology is all for you, isn't it? So you don't have to think about it. But we lose an hour in bed, don't we? Spring forwards, fall backwards. There you go. Steve Matt, thank you. Good afternoon to you also. And Stan, good afternoon to you. Kevin Hawthorne, Secret Carper. Who else we got? Hippie says, I think the Hammer's going to come at us immediately and try and get some early goals. They will tire quicker than us, but have slightly better midfield than us at the moment. And there is some good news because here is the gaffer.
Hey, how are you doing, Billy?
Fine, mate.
I do apologise. I had terrible. I bought a new monitor this morning, so I've got like 3 monitors, so I can put the game on one and OBS. OBS was massively playing up because I forgot obviously that I got a new laptop during the week.
Yeah.
So obviously it's played hell with OBS. So I've had to reset OBS back up again, and it wasn't resizing anything for the scoreboard and shit. And it was doing my life. I haven't even seen the teams, Billy. I don't even know who's playing.
Well, I'm going to put them up for you now, mate. This is the Newcastle lineup. There you go.
Oh.
That doesn't sound very positive.
Well, I mean, look,
it's virtually the same lineup as last time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Except for Botman.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how they do, don't we? So, support the lads 100%, as they say. Is my sound coming across okay?
Absolutely perfect, mate.
Right, spot on, brilliantly. Brilliant. Well, welcome everybody. Sorry for the delay in me getting on the show, but as usual, Billy, in his professionalism, saw us through for the first 15 minutes. I hope you're all very well. Yes, the joys of IT. It's a nightmare at times. It really is. But the fact is, it takes a bit of time, and once it gets going, it's lovely. And I just better make sure I'm on the right internet before we start as well, which I am. So that's a bonus. Are you looking forward to this, Bill?
I wasn't until I saw the lineup. I must be honest. I'm a bit wary of it now. I just think that
what's putting you up about the lineup? What's getting to you about it?
It's that blueprint that Nottingham Forest set up with the Dan Burn overcommitting and they're getting caught on the break, and Kudus and Bowen have got the weapons in their armory to really damage us today. Yeah. It's going to be hard. We're going to have to play really well today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we need to get our Premier League form going, don't we? Because it's just not been good enough of late. Do you think that the trip will have done them the world of good? They're ready to go?
History tells us so. And last season, it certainly did. When we went to Saudi Arabia, came back and got on, hit the floor running. So I'm hoping the same again today.
Yeah.
That cancels out with a 12:30 kickoff, of course. We're not really generally very good on those. We haven't won a 12:30 kickoff since Leicester last Boxing Day, or the Boxing Day before last.
Yeah.
So that cancels that out. But hopefully, I'm positive. I think there's going to be lots of goals, though, I must be honest.
Well, I mean, I hope so. My camera's just fell off there. Hang on a second. Dear me. What is going on today? What the hell? Sod it, Billy, as they say. Sod it. It's just one of them days where things are all over the shop. The green screen is playing up. Everything's going tits up, but we're here. That's what the name of the game is. David says we used to press with an intensity that allowed a player like Burn to play left back as opposition had no time to get the head up. All this is now is a player who must sit off deep, and we go deeper in our half. Yeah, to a degree. I mean, where do you stand on that, Billy?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the amount of games we've played. I think the fatigue that sets in early season, I don't think it ever really went away. So, not to certainly where we were last season.
Yeah.
Playing less games last season helped us. Less injuries last season. The break for the World Cup mid-season last season helped us. None of those things have happened this year. And in fact, we've played a lot more games as well. So, yeah, quarterfinals, FA Cup, quarterfinals, the League Cup, all those games added on to the Champions League stuff. Yeah, it's all took its toll, hasn't it?
It seems that way. I really can't get settled with this screen, but I'm there now.
You're looking fine, mate. You're looking absolutely perfect.
Yeah, no, it's just the time was off there. Just I'd skew whiffed a couple of things on OBS, so just had a nice bit of play around with that. Anthony says, you know what helps with intensity? Bringing new energized players in. What's the chat been like about the players at the team, Billy? Have you had a?
Yeah, not very happy with Dan Byrne's selection. Not very happy with his drawn Longstaff selection, but definitely more so Dan Byrne, especially after Eddie Howe bigging up Lewis Hall over the week. So,
well, yeah, but I don't see what he's going to do in midfield, though, Billy. Especially with Miley's injury.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe Anderson, but Anderson doesn't really play on the right, does he? So,
the interesting thing is Harvey Barnes is on the bench as well. So, he's obviously recovered, but no Trippier. So.
Well, we need a lot more from Harvey Barnes when we see him this time. That's
100%. 100%.
That hasn't been happening lately at all. Chuck Anderson in. He's better than Longstaff, says Harple. Yeah, but he's not right-sided, though. That's the problem. If you can ask him to play right-sided, it for me, it's a risk. But yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Let's be truthful about that. I mean, if he plays Anderson right side, Billy, it's one of those situations where we are in trouble because playing right side like that is a difficult position.
Yeah, we've seen it with Miley on the left, haven't we? I mean, he wants to play on the right, but when he's played on the left, he's not the same player. Same with Longstaff.
Yeah,
you've got to be in your perfect positions. I mean, the greatest players in the world can play anywhere, but unfortunately, we haven't got the greatest players in the world. I mean, Bruno can play left or right, but he has to sit in at 6.
Yeah,
so he's kind of hamstrung by what he's got available to him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Now, are you watching the match through our normal
yes,
provider, Billy? Right, so we should be level. Jack Adam, thank you for your super chat. Teams are pretty similar in ability. It's 50-50 for me. Can I just take a quick look at the West Ham side, Billy? Just seeing as I've spent.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty much as we expected, really, isn't it?
Kudos made it, of course.
Kudos made it, yeah. This isn't going to be an easy game. Ward-Prowse will certainly try and pull the strings. Will Eddie set anybody onto Ward-Prowse, do you think, Bill?
I don't think so, no. I think the key for keeping Ward-Prowse out of the game is don't give any silly free kicks around the box.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, it could be good for us. But he's a hell of a player. But he sits in the 6 now, doesn't he? So he sits in double pivot usually with Alvarez, but obviously Alvarez isn't playing.
Lady Sam says kudos, I reckon, will make the difference to them. Got Martin close the ball down. Set pieces are important as well, Billy, because we talk about this every time that we come up against Ward-Prowse, don't we? We say that set pieces are very important. We don't let's not give anything stupid away around our penalty area because he is lethal.
And corners also. Remember, they scored from a corner last year against us. So, added with Ward-Prowse's, armory from set pieces, it's going to be hard to keep them out today. But I think there'll be goals at both ends, so it's not all negative.
No. Where do you think Dubravka lies after his world record on Wednesday night?
I don't know. He's not the most level-headed of characters, is he? Let's be honest. And let's hope he can have a good game today because he needs one, I think.
Well, we're joined for 5 or 6 minutes by Stato, just giving his view ahead of the game. Stato, what do you think of the team lineup?
Interesting. So no Trippier in the matchday squad. Livramento at right back, Burn at left back. Fair. We'll have to see what happens with Bowen versus Burn. A midfield that we expected, with obviously Miley being injured now. So I guess the only other the only other possible change would have been Murphy or Miggy. He's gone with Murphy, which I like. I think that's good. I think Miggy's actually been quite good as an impact sub. So I prefer doing it this way round. I think it suits everybody.
Yeah.
And in terms of their team, it's very similar to what we thought. That they've gone with that behind Antonio. They've got the Kudus Paqueta Bowen, which is a little bit scary, and they have gone with Ward-Prowse. So whoever predicted without Ward-Prowse was no. Of course, it was going to be Ward-Prowse. Calvin Phillips not in the starting lineup as expected.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips hasn't exactly hit the ball rolling, has he? With his performances for West Ham since he signed. Now, apparently, we have TTR was on TNT Sports earlier on. Which is very nice. Spike says that the TTR is on the up. We did speak about this after the show last night. Of course, I did mention to the guys that TNT had reached out and wanted to put us on, and that's exactly what they've done. So it's a good shout out for the channel, guys, isn't it?
100%. Yeah.
If anybody's got it recorded, let us know because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, obviously I haven't either. I've had technical problems for the last hour trying to get everything set up, so I haven't seen it either. So that would be very, very nice, guys.
You can see just how far TNT have come.
Yes.
To have us on.
To have us on, TNT has come a very, very long way. But listen, we thank them for giving a shout out to the channel. So if you've seen it, let us know what it was like. Because obviously us guys are on here, we haven't seen it, but it's a big pull for the channel because obviously lots of people will be watching TNT, and then obviously listening to us, of course. So yeah, it's a big shout out for the channel. Are we still confident of our score predictions, chaps?
Yeah, why not? Why change it over a team selection?
I think it will be a high scoring game. I'll be shocked if it's a 0-0 or a 1-0. I just feel like with the way both teams are going at the moment, there's goals at both ends. It's just who comes out with the points, really.
Well, I mean, look, I think I agree with Billy's comment earlier on. I think it's going to be a very, very end-to-end game. I think there's going to be a lot of chances. It's who takes them. We've got a new member, Kim Davison. Welcome to Members Club, Kim. Thank you very much for signing up. Very much appreciate that. Of course, if you do want to join the membership of the Toon Review, please do so by clicking that join button just underneath us. And of course, Billy will probably have already mentioned all this anyway, but you can donate to the channel by hitting that $sign under the live comments. And that will guarantee your comments to be read out. I've got a NASA set up here. I've got 3 screens, so I will not miss your super chats, he says.
Well, one thing to note, Paul, by the way, Harvey Barnes is on the bench.
Yes, Billy said that before. I would, the man, the myth, the legend who is Harvey Barnes, he is on the bench. Depending on how the game goes, I guess, as to whether we see him,
Well, it's nice that we've got attacking options off the bench because we could bring on Miggy, Barnes, and Anderson as kind of a triple threat. So we could freshen up midfield and both wings in theory.
Yeah.
So
and what minute do you think that'll be, Billy?
I'm going to guess 67.
Yeah. I think we're all agreed on that. As
a wild stab in the dark.
A wild stab, yeah. Just a wild one. God, you could put bets on it, couldn't you? You really could. 3 minutes to kick off. Now, what I will say is, guys, please don't put any spoilers in the chat. If you are watching it ahead of us, as I say, you can pause your TV and just wait till I say, right, we're underway, and then we can all watch it together. But if you are ahead of us, don't put any spoilers in the chat until me and Billy have commentated on it, or you will be removed. Obviously, you have to be a subscriber to comment on Matchday Live. So we expect that you've subscribed because you want to, and you're interested in the channel and you don't want to ruin it for everybody else. So the mods will remove you anyway if you do put spoilers in or time you out first, of course. But please don't. Let's just have a really, really good watch along. Any particular thing you're looking for in this match, Alex? Apart from the win, obviously.
Any particular thing? I'd like to
improvement. I think is what I meant. Yeah.
I mean, considering we've been away, I'd like to see the midfield functioning together. I'd like to see some cohesion and an understanding of when to drop off and decent recovery runs and just communication. And I specifically as well, I'd like to see a good performance from Dubravka because he's obviously improved his performances as of late. And then there was a bit of a wobble over the international break. He came home. So I think that's a big one is hopefully Dubs is all right today. And just getting the midfield to be a bit more structured. Because that is, I understand we criticise the defence, but there is something to do with the goalkeeper in the midfield and how that all links together in it, isn't there? So I'd like to see the midfield functional and hopefully Dubravka's all right.
Yeah. Right, Alex, thank you very much. We'll see you at full time, buddy. Hopefully.
Half-time.
Half-time, yes, when we're in the lead. Take care, mate. See you at half-time.
See you soon.
See you, Stato.
So there was Stato. Let's get the scoreboard up. And Billy, I've just got an overview of St. James's Park at the moment.
Just not me yet. So, okay. So have I.
Okay.
Exactly what I've got.
Brilliant. And now I'm looking at Eddie Howe.
Yes, me too.
Spot on. Doug from the Dugout Football channel, who's been a member of this channel for 2 years and 1 month. Incredible. Big friend of the channel is Doug. Good afternoon, Paul, Billy, and Alex, going 3-1 to the Toon. Hopefully, Isak scores. Put him in my fantasy Premier League team today. Thank goodness the Premier League is back. Absolutely, my friend. And Tony from It's All Black and White TV. Thank you for your super chat, bud. Go and check Tony's channel out. Got some good and interesting Newcastle related stuff on there. Hi, Paul, Billy, and Alex, and 2-1 the Toon. How are the lads? Well, how are the lads indeed, Billy? How are the lads indeed?
Do you know what I want to see today really perform? It's Alexander Isak. I think he owes a good performance today. He's not been great of late.
Yeah.
And if he plays well, I think it'll be the key to us winning.
Fingers crossed. Look at the St. James's Park. It just looks lopsided these days, doesn't it?
Yeah,
with that little stand there and the huge Milburn stand and, of course, the Leazes End all wrapped around. But Newcastle United are going to kick off, Billy. We are going to be kicking towards the Leazes End as usual this time in the first half. And Isak is going to get us underway. And if you pause your TV, just wait till I say we're underway and then you can go. We're underway. So here we go. Newcastle United versus West Ham United, live at St. James's Park. Gillian Watson, thank you for gifting a Toon Review membership. That is extremely kind. Thank you so much for that. As the ball is initially pumped downfield, and West Ham getting back with Kurt Zuma there, seeing it out for a goal kick. What are you looking for in the opening moments of the game, Bill?
Intensity, really pressing intensity. Get on the front for early doors, get an early goal, and settle the nerves. That's the key to it all for me.
Yeah,
get the crowd on side. That's definitely what I want to see.
Yeah, there's been a few comments about St. James's Park being a little bit quiet in the last few home games. Obviously we can't hear it because we're not allowed to stream it. But there you go. We'll see what it's like. Lady Sam has gifted everyone a Toon Review membership as well, guys. Thank you so much, Lady Sam. That is incredibly kind. As West Ham now have the ball on the left-hand side. Bourne with a little clip in there. We've got to watch Jared Bourne today, haven't we, Billy? Because he's a very talented footballer.
Yeah, our left side of the defence is, with Bowen and Kudus maybe coming out to that side as well. Dan Burn's going to have to be top of his game today, definitely.
Yeah,
not much of a press on, I've got to say. Or maybe there is now. Yeah,
just a little one there. It's high into the heavens. Bruno underneath that one doesn't really get it. Longstaff comes in. Murphy now back to Tino Livramento. Nice little turn there. Brilliant turn to get away from Kudus. Jock Barr, thank you for gifting the Toon Review membership as well. Very kind, my friend. Fabian Scher playing a little 1-2 there with Jamal Lascelles. Slightly overhit the return to Lascelles, but all is well. And Lascelles plays it forward now. Intercepted. Souček gets it down on the floors. West Ham try and break now over the halfway line, but that's a brilliantly read interception by Fabian Scher, who immediately bursts over the halfway line for Newcastle. Gordon to his left, lays it up to Anthony Gordon, cuts in on his right foot, then goes to the left into the box. Anthony Gordon causing all sorts of trouble. And it just didn't fall right there for long. Oh, that's a penalty. It is a penalty indeed. It's a very reckless challenge. And I can't actually believe that Kufal made that challenge on Anthony Gordon. He had no chance of getting the ball. And the referee instantly points to the spot, Billy. Penalty Newcastle.
Yeah, amazing reckless tackle from Kufal there. I mean, the ball was about to be cleared. West Ham had the possession of the ball. It was a chance for Longstaff, but unbelievable.
Well, there's no need to make that really challenge, poor. Billy. I mean, that's
shocking.
It's a terrible tackle. I mean, what's he doing?
Lord knows, David Moyes won't be happy with that. It's a really poor tackle.
Anthony Gordon, if anything, was going to be taking the ball away from the goal. But Gordon's very clever, Billy, if you look at that, because he plants his left foot down very quickly, doesn't he?
He does. He steps in front of the tackle, really. And it's the blatant penalty. And poor defending.
Yeah, we're not sure who's going to take it here because Isak's having a chat with Gordon. And Gordon's had a little smile and left it for Isak by the looks of things. Again, no spoilers in the chat, please, ladies and gents. I think VAR taking a look at it, Billy, as per usual. But surely they can't look at this for very long. That's a blatant penalty as ever going to see.
Yeah, it's the most stonewall you'll ever see. Nowhere on God's earth that VAR will overturn this.
I mean, Kufal walked away furious with himself because he knew he'd made a stupid mistake. Brilliant run by Gordon initially. What are they looking for there? He's
offside, mate. He's come from West Ham foot, so he can't be offside.
Oh, ridiculous, man. Give over.
Yeah, can't be offside. Coming from West Ham foot. Offside.
Yeah, it is. It's a West Ham clearance. It's a terrible tackle by Kufal. I have no idea what he's doing. And they're still looking at this, Billy. I mean, come on.
Well, the players know.
Possible offside. There's no offside there because, look, the West Ham player kicks the ball there, so there can't be an offside.
Yeah, he's deliberately played it as well. It's not a case of it ricocheting. It's a definite penalty.
Oh, they are still having a look at it, but the defender clears it. It can't be offside.
No, definitely not.
And again, they are taking 3 bloody hours with this. They're looking at it yet again. There's no offside because it comes off the West Ham player.
I don't think Longstaff even touches it either. So
yeah, it's very close. If there was any contact from Longstaff at all,
it's certainly not one to overturn. There's no definite touch of the ball from Longstaff.
What are they doing here, Billy? This is ridiculous.
I can only assume that Alf Garnett's in the VAR room today.
Well, still we wait for a decision. He's talking to VAR now on his earpiece, but it's got to be a penalty. Yes, it is a penalty.
I should bloody think so and all.
I mean, how did that take so long, Billy?
2.5 minutes, 3 minutes to give a Stonewall penalty. That's absolutely shocking. But at least I got the right decision in the end.
Well, yeah, but I know we're with Newcastle fans, but we called that straight away. The first replay, the West Ham player kicked the ball away. Right, no spoilers in the chat. Wait until we commentate. Isak has scored all of his last 5 penalties, as we've seen on a graphic here, and gone either side of the keeper. So this is interesting. Up steps Isak and scores! Newcastle United take the lead, and it's a brilliant start to the game. And yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to grab your granny because it's bingo time! Brilliant penalty, Billy. No doubt about it. Absolutely buried it as you would expect.
Well, it's the ice cold assassin. He's hit the bit of net between the post and the back and the stanchion, isn't it? It's a fantastic penalty. Poor defence from West Ham, but it's the perfect start for Newcastle United. As I said, an early goal will clear the nerves, get the crowd on side, and give us some confidence. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Well, Newcastle lead. And a very early goal, which will, of course, give us the confidence. And now we need to go and build on this. And again, they're showing it again, Billy. Even why are the TV trying to make it look like it was an offside? They've looked at it. Oh, dear me. Anyway, we're coming up 6 minutes, 30 seconds exactly now. And Newcastle lead by 1-0. But West Ham coming forward now with Kudos down the left. And it's an awful ball. And it's out for a goal kick. It's Antonio, actually. But West Ham need an immediate reply, Billy, if they're to get back in the game. But we know West Ham are funny like this. They can go behind, then they can take the lead, then they're a really strange team to play against.
Yeah, up and down, aren't they? One week they can beat Arsenal away from home, the next week they can get beat at home by anybody, Burnley or Sheffield United, anyone. They're just a strange side. But when they're on the game, they're a good side. But we've got, this game isn't over by a long chalk.
No, it's a long way to go. Yeah, absolutely.
Start we could have made.
Yeah, George T, thank you for your super chat, George. Obviously not at the game today either. A great start. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. I have to say, Billy, that pitch is looking immaculate, by the way.
It is indeed.
Burns' header is Kufal's. Well, Kufal, I thought, was going to chase his own header there. Obviously, he will be wanting to put things right immediately. Gordon wasn't exactly going towards goal either, Billy. Had Gordon got the ball there, he was moving away from goal. So it seemed a stupid decision, that.
I mean, Kufal's a solid right back usually as well, isn't he? It's an unusual error from him. But really shocking, really reckless.
Still really pleased with what Gordon did, though. Planting his foot there. He knew exactly. He knew the tackle was coming in. Brilliant work from Isak there. Gets the ball out wide now. And Newcastle bursting forward with Livramento, but it's intercepted. Not the greatest ball from Tino there. And Kudus turns and breaks away for West Ham. Coming through the middle now. 3 Newcastle players approach him. Outside wide to Bourne. Bourne confronted by Dan Burn. Bourne having a run at Dan Burn. Burn sticking with him. Good tackle. Billy, I think you're a couple of seconds ahead of me here.
8:16 I've got.
Yeah, you're about 2 seconds ahead. My Smeagol, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for your support. But West Ham have a corner now, Billy. Good work that by Dan Burn, actually.
Yeah, he defended really well, didn't he? Stuck with him and just got a long leg flag in and cleared it out for throwing. But again, it's a corner, and they are dangerous some corners.
Yeah. Aquandor, you can start off with your 2-0 because it's not 2-0 because West Ham have a corner. Don't be an idiot, mate. Just don't be an idiot. Anyway, Bourne's cross comes into the near post, headed away. And, well, Isak giving chase. I think it might have been Willock, actually. Cross comes in. It's a good ball, and it's a very, very good header by Fabian Schär. Getting in front of, I think he got in front of Antonio there. Up the A1, thank you for gifting a membership. In it comes again, cleared away. Livramento now. And Schär gives it the big boot. And it's a West Ham corner. But West Ham answering back here, Billy.
Very calm defending there from Livramento, though, wasn't it? Just a little ball inside his own box, back to Schär because he could clear it. Really calm.
Yep. Mary, thank you for your super chat. VAR, why take so long? Blinders and Mackham now maintain the lead. We will take that. Indeed. And Alex has just put in the chat as well. Spoilers will be banned. Indeed, they will. Well, timed out first, just as a warning, and then banned. Burn with a comprehensive header against Kufal, and that's left now. Anthony Gordon running down the left-hand side, midway through the West Ham half. Inside now to Joe Willock. Willock across to Longstaff. Longstaff in turn across to Murphy on the right-hand side. Livramento overlapping. Murphy spins on the edge of the box, gives it to Bruno. Bruno inside. Wasn't the best ball. And then it bounced loose. And Isak very quickly, Billy, on the volley, fires it over the bar. But very alert to the ball there was the Swede.
He looks very sharp, doesn't he, today? I've got to say. He's competed for a couple of headers as well. Yeah, he does look sharp. And it's
just like he shinned that, didn't he?
He did. It was a good effort, mind, and a good attack from Newcastle United, actually.
Anyway, it's played on by West Ham here, and Bourne has it on the right. Sorry, Kufal. Kufal's pushing forward a lot, isn't he? Making runs. Bourne, Kufal taken out off the play. I'm not sure the linesman didn't flag.
Oh dear. I think is that Lascelles?
It is Lascelles, and he looks in absolute agony here. This is not good. Jamal Lascelles, it's his right knee by the looks of things, Billy. And Fabian Schär, I think his expression says it all there.
Oh dear.
No, he's gone. We've lost Lascelles now, and that could be a long time injured as well. It's his knee again, Billy.
Yeah, he's slapping the floor. Yeah, that's ligaments again, I think.
Yeah. Fabian Schär said it all for me there when he walked away, and he was like screaming in the sky. Look how frustrated Fabian Schär is. Shaking his head. He knows. Now, Billy, Emil Kraft can play centre back.
Yeah, Paul Dummett's also there.
Of course.
Dan Burn in at centre back and bring Lewis Hall on.
Yeah, he's got options, but this is a sickener again. What is going on?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, God. I mean, you have to feel... I mean, look, you've got to come off there. You can't survive that. I mean, he's gone down. He's screaming in agony as soon as he's hit the floor.
Yeah.
And it looks like his studs just got caught in the ground, Bill. Yet it didn't seem anything...
Yeah, there's no physical contact, was there?
No, absolutely not.
But when then when he's trying to stretch it, but he's
No,
shaking his head.
He's shaking his head. He knows. He knows.
Some size calf, any old Jamal. It looks like that calf. Good grief.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't.
Stretch is coming on.
I'd be amazed if he gets away with this.
Yeah, bringing the stretch on.
Tyndall's shouting of a substitute. Oh dear. But anyway, we're going to look at the penalty incident again. Anyway, this was brilliant work from Anthony Gordon, Billy. I mean, this is just what he's brought to us this season. Tremendous. They don't know whether to go in, and again, they're stopping it on the offside. It's not offside, and then. Look how Gordon plants his foot. He knows the tackle's coming in, so he deliberately gets to that ball first. It's brilliant thinking from Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Well, yeah, it was.
He sees the tackle coming.
But even if Longstaff did get his foot to it, Mavropanos tried to clear it. It wasn't a deflection. It was a deliberate kick of the ball. So,
yeah, absolutely. My Smeagol, welcome to Members Club. I'm not sure whether I've announced that already, but thank you very much for your support. Over 1,500 watching already on the watch along. Please do subscribe, bottom right hand corner, if you are new to the channel, as we begin our quest for 29,000 subscribers. Now, as it stands, Billy, we move into 8th if this stays the same.
Yeah, with the game in hand over 7
game in hand over West Ham, yeah. So,
although Brighton and Wolves do have games in hand over us, which
yes, they do.
This is ridiculous. Just get him off the pitch. He's not going to be fit to play on. Oh, he's going to try and get up. Surely he's not going to try and play on with this.
Well, again, Billy, this asks the questions. I mean, just make the decision. Don't keep him on the pitch. You can't.
I always think of that day at Aston Villa when Steve Bruce was in charge and Isaac Hayden went down with a similar injury to this, actually.
Yeah.
And he kept him on, and then he was marking Danny Ings from the corner. He couldn't. No, it wasn't Danny Ings. It was Mings, wasn't it? He couldn't turn because his knee was knackered.
I mean, look, he can hardly walk, Billy. Yeah, no. There's no way that they're going to keep him on the pitch here. This is ridiculous if they bring him back on.
I'm going to try and win on it now. Look, this is...
Oh, come on. Look, surely lessons have been learnt now. Surely lessons have been learnt and they won't take the risk.
You'd think so, but... I was trying to win on it. Oh, dear me.
Oh, come on, Jamal. Come on, Jamal. Just make it... You can't, mate.
Well, try and sprint on it. That's the best thing. There's no point jogging. Yeah, try and kick off on a sprint. They're going to try now, I think. Is he?
He's just stretching it a bit. But the play's underway. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Jamal Lascelles. But
well, you think they make a sort of choice sooner rather than later? Well,
after what happened with Botman, Billy, surely they're not taking a chance on another bloody knee injury.
You wouldn't think so. But we're down to 10 minutes at the minute, so looks like Longstaff. Oh dear.
Oh, that's not it. Well, the referee's brought it back for handball. I think it's Paqueta. Or Paqueta. I'm going to call him Paqueta, Billy, simply because I hate Paqueta. It doesn't sound right for me.
Well, he's back on.
Well, the Nelson's back on. I mean, I don't know.
Be interesting to see when he tries to kick off for a sprint and then,
He's put his arms out. He's not fit, Billy. He's saying he's not fit. He's shaking his head. He's shaking his head.
Very poor this from the manager, I've got to say.
He's shaking his head and he's putting his arms up. What's going on? Anyway, Livramento has the ball. Plays it into Murphy. Murphy back to Longstaff. Longstaff has to stretch to get that, but plays it into Isak. Almost a lovely turn, but a good tackle by Kurt Zuma. Paqueta now. I've just done it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Paqueta. Long ball forward, looking for the runner Bowen, but, well, I have to say, an exceptional piece of pace for Dan Burn there.
And a bit of skill too.
Yes, well played, indeed. Bruno now lays it back to Martin Dubravka, who's being closed down here by Antonio. They've kicked the ball out because Lascelles has got to come off. And West Ham went to take a quick throw in there, and Lascelles was diving back, but West Ham are complaining. Well, we kicked the ball out for a reason, you fannies. Jesus Christ. I mean, Dubravka, sometimes makes mistakes, but he's not going to do that, is he? Why bring him back on, Billy? That was ridiculous.
Well, maybe give the centre-half a chance to warm up, but, I mean, I actually thought Dubravka scuffed it out, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I think the Newcastle players were telling him to kick it out, but it's Emil Kraft who's going to be coming on, Billy. So this is so he's not going to play. He's not going to move Dan Burn.
No. Very interesting.
Unless Kraft goes right back, Livramento left back, and he moves Burn in the middle.
Changing three positions for one player.
Yeah,
I think Kraft's going to go centre half.
Yeah,
but we shall see.
Oh, you got to feel for Jamal. This was an opportunity for him to see out the rest of the season and really, it's so unlucky. It's so unlucky. Billy, Dan Burn has gone to centre back and Livramento has gone left back.
Well, that's madness, isn't it?
Wow.
All we have to do is bring a left back on and put Burn in, or put a centre back on. I don't get it.
So three positional changes there.
By the way.
Yeah, nice play by Newcastle United. I have to say, excellent ball out from Livramento. Bruno now turns, lays it back to Fabian Schär, who's gone into the right. That's an awful ball from Schär onto the halfway line. Suchek picks it up, trying to play in Antonio. Lovely turn by Antonio. Oh, and it blazes just over the bar. Serious injection of pace from Antonio there, spinning Livramento, and nice bit of skill, but awful from Fabian Schär there.
Yeah, and not great from Burn either, committing himself.
Oh, no, it was Bernie skinned. Sorry, it wasn't Livramento. It was Bernie nutmegged. Oh, my goodness me.
Committing himself. That's terrible defending from Burn. Terrible.
But two centre-halves. That he's very alert.
He's very sharp, isn't he? But the two centre-halves not calling themselves in glory there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this is the first time we've seen Schär and Burn at centre-half together since the Brighton game.
I mean, I think Antonio's complaining about time wasting. Give over, will you? There's 18 minutes gone. Christ on a bike. Anyway, kudos. Good challenge that by, I think it was Bruno. But West Ham breakaway now with Ward-Prowse. But again, good defending by Newcastle United. Schär now on the ball. Lays it across to Dan Burn. Burn's got Livramento and support at left back. Tino Livramento now on the ball. Looks for an out. Closed down very, very quickly. Gives it to Dan Burn. Burn does well. Clears it on his left foot. Long ball forward. But, Billy, since that goal, I mean, since the penalty, you've got to say West Ham have responded really well. Awful from Misak as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't been great with giving the ball away with gay abandon, really. It's not great to see.
No, it's not. Not at the minute. He is Paqueta. Kudos to Paqueta. Back to Ward-Prowse now. Ward-Prowse out to the left again. West Ham patiently knocking the ball around at the minute. Ward-Prowse goes across. And it will come to the right-hand side here with Kufal. Good work by Anthony Gordon shutting him down. And West Ham eventually, you're going to have to go back to the goalkeeper here. Nice play by Newcastle. Good bit of pressing, Billy.
Yeah. Forcing them backwards. Great header.
Long ball for Kraft. Nice header down for Murphy now. Murphy plays a nice ball down the channel to Isak. Isak on the edge of the box now. Just inside the penalty area. Left-footed pulls it back to Bruno. Bruno is looking for options. Nice ball to Anthony Gordon. Gordon slips in again. Willock. Good block. Very good tackle by Kurt Zuma there. Now it's back to Anthony Gordon on the edge of the box. He will fancy a curler. It's deflected. It's bouncing all over the place. And Kudus picks it up now for West Ham. He's got to be very careful here. But West Ham managed to play the ball out, and it's back with Zuma now. And incidentally, Billy, I'm just looking at Isak limping there.
Yeah, he's not really great, is he?
Is it Willock or Isak? I think it's Willock. Or is it? I think it's Willock, Billy. Yeah, it is. He looks all right, actually. But what we don't want is any more injuries.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he's through. Antonio's through on goal here. He's clean on goal. It's 1-1. And he's absolutely smashed it into the corner. And Newcastle United trying to play the offside trap. It didn't happen. And Antonio burst through and absolutely smashed it in. And you have to say, Billy, it's been coming since we scored. West Ham have been the better side. And what a finish by Mikel Antonio.
Yeah, Schär and Burn in the line there. Obviously, we've had to rearrange our defence, and we'll see a flag. We'll see a VAR check, but I mean, looks onside to me. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, it's Kraft.
No, he's onside. He's miles
it's Kraft.
onside.
Kraft's played him on.
Yeah.
That's poor from Kraft.
What a ball that is by... Was it Paqueta that hit that ball across?
Yeah, but I mean...
Brilliant ball.
This tactic of changing three positions with one player, it makes no sense to me. It really don't. And we've been caught out by Emil Kraft. That's terrible defending from him. Terrible.
Yeah, awful. It has to be said. It was awful. It's 1-1, but I tell you what, West Ham have really responded well. Let's give credit to West Ham where credit is due, guys. They've responded really well since that penalty. We have been all over the place, and I'm worried about the back four, Billy, because we look at shambles.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say it's poor management. He could just play, but made one change, put Lewis Hall at left back, put Dan Burn at centre back, and that's it.
Yeah.
To do what he's done, he's had to move 3 players just to bring one player on.
Mm.
And like you say, Willock is changing his boots.
He's changing his boots, but oh dear God. But at the moment, guys, it is now Newcastle 1 at West Ham 1, and West Ham, certainly, Billy, for me, have been the better side since the penalty. I mean, we started really well, but we just went into a bit of a shell.
Yeah, we've been giving the ball away way too much and allowing West Ham to do as they want, really. It's been very passive.
Chris Butcher, thank you for your super chat. Again, why Kraft and not Hall? Eddie again, subs awful. But here's Bruno now. That's a very good run made by Emil Kraft. Kraft drills it in low. Nobody took a gamble from a Newcastle side of it. And West Ham trying to scramble it away. Paqueta goes down. He's played for that quite clearly and just does what his mate Bruno does there. Wins a free kick.
Yeah, very soft, wasn't it?
But that was a better move, Billy. Good run by Emil Kraft. Good ball across as well. But look, nobody takes a chance on the 6-yard line again.
Yeah, you want a striker go near post. It's my big bugbear, that is. What you say about Chris Wood, he never went to near post. Callum Wilson on the pitch there is probably a goal.
Yeah, he does indeed. But lovely through ball there by Bruno. But 23 gone, 1-1 at St James's Park. And Jared Bourne has the ball for West Ham, plays it inside. Paqueta, lovely little turn to try and get away from Bruno, but Bruno comes out on top. Paqueta's gone down injured, and now Jacob Murphy on the halfway line, bursting forward, plays it left for Anthony Gordon. This is good football from Newcastle. Gordon bursting into the box. Gordon on the just tried to curl it in the far post, but he didn't get enough whip on it to take it round Fabianski, Billy. But a good football again from Newcastle, and it starts with Bruno winning it from his old mate Paqueta, who's down injured.
They threw the ball out, and he's holding his jaw. Come on, get up, you pup. Come on, that's just pathetic.
Well, it was his best mate, Bruno, who tangled with him, Billy. And certainly Bruno coming out on top. I mean,
not just his jaw.
Come on. There's nothing in that. If his little finger brushed his face, why is he holding his jaw?
He's got to get his mate sent off. It's disgusting.
No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Terrible from Paqueta, that. Absolutely. Is it? Who's in goal for West Ham, Billy?
Oriola.
Oh, why I said Fabianski. What a nutcase I am. That's because I didn't see the bloody team early enough. Of course, you made that nice joke last night, didn't you? So I forgot about it. Burn header, terrible. Kudos hits a shot and luckily deflects off the Botmasher's boot into the arms of Dubravka. But Burn beaten again very easily there with a rotten header as well. Come on, guys. I mean, it's as we expected, Billy. It's kind of end-to-end. Both attacks look like they can score, but both defences looking a little bit shaky. Yeah,
and certainly does now with the changes Howell's made. I mean, I still can't get over that the line of Emil Kraft, standing 10 yards behind everyone else. Ridiculous defending, really poor.
But of course, he's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes and still tried to sort of get coherent with his back line. But it's just not happening there as Livramento tries to bring it forward, deflects out, goal kick West Ham. What do you make of this new rule, Billy, that the ball boys aren't allowed to, ball girls not allowed to throw the ball back to the players? They've got to take it off the cone.
Ridiculous, to be honest. Ridiculous.
It's mental.
It is mad, but I guess it's to stop play. Some teams take advantage of it, don't they? Quick balls
we saw that one with Tottenham, of course, in the Champions League. Remember when Mourinho hugged the
but then they slow it down when it's the other team. So I guess it makes sense really. Now I think about it.
Have we got to throw in there? Jesus Christ! Never mind. David Moyes is furious. I couldn't believe that was given as a throw to Newcastle, but I don't really care. Here's Fabian Schär now, midway through his own half, lays it into Bruno. Back to Fabian Schär now. If you just joined us, welcome to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel with myself, Paul, and my co-host, of course, Billy Bob. I hope you're enjoying the commentary so far. If you are, please do stick a like on the video. And, of course, if you're new, please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, that's awful from Dan Burn trying to give a simple pass to Bruno and just completely missed him. And Bourne picked it up very quickly. He's got Kufal, but good work that by Joe Willock to win it back. Willock now. He's played that outside of there. He tried the Tottenham ball, didn't he?
He did.
Just didn't come off.
Again, I'm going to talk about the substitution that Eddie Howe made. He's now got a player. Okay, Tino can play at left back, but he's really out of position. He's changed 3 players and put one out of position also. You know, it's to me, that's poor. Very poor.
Yep. Fabian Schär now. Anthony says it's unsettled our whole defence, the change. Yeah, it has, undoubtedly. Good ball that into Longstaff. Longstaff, little 1-2 with Isak. Nice play that. Longstaff comes left, gives it out wide to Anthony Gordon now. Gordon cuts back onto the right. He's got Longstaff in support. Longstaff can play it down the left-hand side to Livramento now. Livramento back inside for Anthony Gordon. Gordon having another look. Laid it back to Bruno now. Bruno will go to the right-hand side to Emil Kraft. Kraft in a little bit of space here. Lays it back to Jacob Murphy. Opportunity to cross the ball. Doesn't take it. Goes back to Bruno. Bruno now heading towards the penalty area. Emil Kraft wide of him. Kraft now lays it back to Jacob Murphy. Murphy takes a touch inside to Bruno. Bruno took a bit of a heavy touch there and lost the ball. And Kudos will break for West Ham now. Good work by Emil Kraft trying to get back. He's going to be penalised. He is. Kudos takes a quick free kick, but the referee is not ready. And thank God for that, because West Ham were away there.
Yeah.
That's poor refereeing that. Moyes is furious, and I can understand why. You know, Kudos took a very quick free kick in the position that it was, and the referee's pulled it back.
I don't think that's a foul.
It's not a foul. I mean, Kudos has played for that clearly, but this referee's having a stinker. I mean, apart from the penalty decision, which was correct, but he's made a few rather strange decisions so far. Moyes is absolutely apoplectic with the linesman, Billy.
You can't blame him.
Antonio now takes it down on the chest, try to play it inside, but he's going to leave that for Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse to Kudos. Kudos is down the left-hand side. Is he offside? I don't think he is. He's pulled the ball back to Bowen, but Newcastle have men back. No challenge coming in on Bowen, but then the offside flag decides to go up. Why not just bloody flag straight away?
When it's obvious as that, just do it.
I mean, exactly, Bill. He's miles offside there. I'm still not convinced about our defending, though, after that.
No.
And now Newcastle deciding who's going to take this free kick. It's going to be Fabian Schär. 29 gone. Newcastle 1, West Ham 1. Apparently, the atmosphere seems very flat at St. James's Park. Well, it happens like that. It does happen. You know, people talk about this fabulous atmosphere, but if it's not going particularly well, it does become very flat. Oh, what a turn by Isak. And he bursts over the halfway line now. Plays a lovely ball out to Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. These two have looked alive today. There's no doubt about it. Gordon now into the box. Plays it back to the wrong guy. But Bruno wins it back. Now Livramento. Gordon furious. I think the sun was in his eyes, to be fair to him. Now Bruno plays it wide for Emil Kraft. He's got Murphy ahead of him. Kraft lays it into Murphy, then makes the overlap and run. Murphy cuts inside. Still Murphy lays it into Isak. Isak takes a heavy touch to take him away from goal and then lays it out wide now again for Kraft. The Swedes combining there. Kraft goes back to Fabian Schär, to Dan Burn now on the, practically on the centre circle. And back now to Joe Willock, who's come very deep to receive the ball. Back to Dan Burn. Patient that from Newcastle, Billy.
Yeah, the mental went there, didn't it? We had him on the racks, but we're back in the now.
Kraft now down the right-hand side. Very, very deep cross. Gordon takes it down, but it bounces out for a goal kick. He took that down brilliantly. Just the spin on the ball took it out.
Yeah, ran out of space, didn't he? But poor cross, really, from Kraft.
Yeah, very, very deep, wasn't it? Oh, dear. Well, I mean, I'm not sure what to make of this first half hour, Billy. It's been quite a dramatic one, as it normally is with Newcastle United, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Moyes will be happy with the two. I think he'll see a route to victory here with the way our defence is and the changes we've made. It's
57% possession for Newcastle, 43 for West Ham, as Areola just hit an absolutely stinking goal kick. But it's now back with our goalkeeper, Martin Dubravka, lays it out to Fabian Schär. Schär to Dan Burn. Burn into Bruno now. Bruno turns and gives it to Gordon. Gordon back to Tino. And he's back now to Dan Burn. Burn will probably go across to Schär as he does. He's got Murphy in a lot of space here on the right-hand side. Jacob Murphy now. Kraft made a run ahead of him, but Murphy plays it into Isak. Isak taken down, free kick Newcastle. Just a little bit heavy-handed from Mavropanos there, Bill.
It was a bit, from behind.
Newcastle, they don't decide to go long. They take it short. And now Livramento just plays it just over the halfway line to Gordon. Gordon, nice ball down the line to Willock. Can Willock keep it in? Yes, he can. Joe Willock heading towards the box now. Willock still going. He's got Gordon in support. Here is Anthony Gordon. Willock then goes the other way. And Willock's not going to get to that. Just a little bit of a mix-up between Willock and Gordon there. And they high-five each other. But, I mean, Willock, Billy, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how fit Joe Willock is here because he sort of pulled up a little bit there, and then there was just no way he was going to make the run there to go for that ball from Gordon. I might be sort of over worried, but because of what's happened. But I just thought that there was no.
It's a really good play from Antonio for the goal, by the way. He pretended he wasn't interested, stepped back, and then was off, wasn't he? Brilliant from Antonio.
That's a fabulous finish as well, isn't it? I mean, he didn't just calmly knock it past Dubravka. He lashed it in. And made sure it was the goalkeeper wasn't going to save that. But here's Anthony Gordon now. Bourne dives in, and Souček gets the ball. Kudos now trying to get around Emil Kraft. Kraft sticks to him. Good play by Emil Kraft, that. And West Ham kick the ball out because there's a West Ham player down here, and I'm not sure who it is.
Was it
I think it's Paqueta by the looks of things. Well, surely it wasn't Bruno again, was it?
Well, he owes him one.
It was Bruno. Oh, there's nothing in that. I mean, come on.
Has he caught his shins? He's hardly touched him.
It's on the top of his foot, Billy.
Hardly touched him.
He's holding his ankle. I mean, that's ridiculous. Get up, you tart. Bruno's going over to him now, and Bruno's probably going to say, what are you playing at, man? Come on. Nick Thornton, thank you very much for your super chat. I think we've spent the last 10 days building sandcastles, not training. We look terrible. I don't think we look terrible, Nick. I must admit, I think we look good going forward. I do agree we look terrible at the back. We're all over the place, but that's down to Eddie's substitution. A lot of people have questioned that. I'm not sure we've been awful though, Billy. I think it's a bit strong.
Yeah, we look a lot going forward, like you've said. You put it perfectly, but defensively, we look at 6s and 7s. And that's down to the substitution. I've got to say, I can't emphasise it enough, really. Yeah. Changing 3 positions for 1 player doesn't make sense to me when you could have just brought a left back on and played Dan Burn at centre half.
Well, I'll tell you what there is going to be, Billy.
Lots of injury time.
Lots of injury time, yeah. Harmeet says, Paul, we look shite. Harmeet, your opinion. Fair enough, mate. I don't think we do. I think we look a little bit rusty in defence, but we look good. I mean, Anthony Gordon and Isak look very, on it today.
Yeah, and Bruno too, to be honest.
And Bruno, yeah. As Newcastle will give the ball back to Areola, and the game will continue as Paqueta takes his 30 seconds off the field. But, there's just under 10 minutes left of the first half, but I have a feeling that's going to be around 17, Billy, because we had the VAR check, then we had Lascelles' injury, now Paqueta's, and of course the goals. It's not a good header again from Burn, and Kudos has picked it up. He looks very lively, does Kudos. Any doubts about his fitness, I think, have gone out the window.
Well, again, Livramento at right back was keeping him in check perfectly. Now we've got Emil Kraft on him. It's a different kettle of fish, isn't it, with Emil Kraft there?
Yeah. As West Ham try and build again now on the halfway line, Ward-Prowse, as usual, playing that sort of quarterback position. Alexander Allard, thank you for your super chat. Coming off a 12-hour shift in the ER for this. Oh, well, listen, come on. I mean, let's be honest. It's 1-1 here. It's not like we're losing the game. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm normally the one that's getting blamed for being so bloody negative, but I still believe there's goals in this. He is Longstaff, plays it out wide now for Jacob Murphy. Murphy has a chance to get a cross in, and indeed does. And it's a header! Just wide! It's Anthony Gordon. I thought that was Nestling, Billy.
Yeah, it was a fantastic cross from Murphy, and he probably should have scored, shouldn't he?
Well, yeah.
Free header 6 yards out, you'd expect him to at least get on the target. But it's a
wonderful ball in from Jacob Murphy, right on Gordon's head. Oh, that's inches. Areola has got no chance there. That is so close. And you have to say, probably should have scored, Billy. Are we being harsh there? I'm not sure.
No, I think he's got to score. Well, he's got to get it on target.
Yeah. He made that position brilliantly, but what a brilliant ball in that was from Murphy. One touch, curls it in. And there's another clash of heads. I think that's Bruno and Paqueta again. It's definitely Bruno for Newcastle. I'm not sure how injured Bruno is, but Paqueta as well. So they are having the right battle, aren't they?
Oh, indeed.
I think they're going to be all right, Billy. I think it was just they're both challenging for the ball, making sure each other's all right there.
Well, of course, Paqueta will stay down longer than Bruno.
Well,
actually, no one's touched Paqueta. Or maybe they both elbowed each other.
They both elbowed each other, didn't they? But it's there was no deliberate elbow in there. You know, they both went for the ball, arms in the air, and now they're hugging each other. They still love each other. But it's good. That is good that the best mates, Billy, but they are very professional, that they're as competitive as they are as well.
Yeah, 100%. You know, there's obviously a lot of love between the two of them, but there's no give and take on this pitch today.
No, absolutely not. Anyway, it's a West Ham free kick that came from that. It's floated into the box towards the back post. Burn is up there. It's just to the edge of the box. Zuma in there. Ooh. Shot comes in and Dubravka down to his right as Bowen struck that towards the corner. And Dubravka having to get down very quick. But again, look at this header from Dan. But where is he trying to put this, Billy?
That's awful. He's having an absolute stinker, Dan Burnham, so I'm afraid to say.
And good awareness. But now Anthony Gordon at the other end. Gordon! Oh, it's deflected. That's a corner. Indeed it is. Ronan Terrell, thank you very much for your super chat over there in New Zealand. Same story again today. CBS steps out of defence with no CMs to find. CBS misplaced pass and they counter. CBS?
Centre-backs.
Oh, centre-backs, right, yes. I was trying to think of a three-barreled name there for some reason. I thought, who the hell? Just over 1,700 guys, and Fabianski's coming on, Billy.
Well, that's interesting. They're showing him for some reason. Let's get some plenty of shots in.
Absolutely.
Great cross.
Again, what a cross from Murphy. Areola punches. He could have caught, but he got some distance on that. They give him credit. And Murphy just launches it forwards, and that's just going to roll out. I'm not sure what the issue is with Areola. He's definitely limping a bit, Billy. He doesn't look comfortable at all.
No, he's not running freely at all, is he? Whether he's pulled a muscle of some kind. Be interesting to see how he takes his goal kick.
Yeah. Well, if he takes
it, just be a short one, won't it?
Well, I mean, Areola, Fabianski, he is coming on. Yeah, he's taking his time. Good work by Kraft to bring it down. Lovely. Oh, Bruno again. I mean, he's blocked off completely. I thought that was a yellow card. Souček goes in on him. I think Bruno's all right. He's just, is he getting booked?
Yeah, he's got the yellow in his hand. Yeah, yellow card.
Well, there you go. West Ham, the first yellow card of the game, up on the scoreboard there, just underneath the West Ham name. I mean, it was shocking. He knew exactly what he was doing. Steps across and blocks him off. Definite yellow card, Billy.
100%.
As we're coming up to 5 minutes to go in the first half, of normal time. But there's been plenty stoppages in this first half, so there will be a bit of quite a few injuries. I'm thinking 7 or 8 minutes, Billy.
Without a doubt, maybe more. Oof.
Good work by Emil Kraft getting stuck in on Kudos, so he couldn't clear it there. Long ball into the air. Antonio underneath this flicks it on for Kudos. Kudos took it past Sean Longstaff. Fabian Scher. Looked like a foul, but referee was play on. Here's Bruno. Sees the run of Anthony Gordon again, but it's too long from Bruno. Kufal's header is not great, but West Ham managed to survive that, and it's launched forward by Kufal. And that's going to drift out for a throw into Newcastle United midway through their own half. Still no goalkeeper change, Billy, so I don't know whether they're giving Areola a bit of time, whether it's just an impact injury or something like that.
Look a missile to me, I must be honest.
Well, the way he's moving, Billy, it's kind of indicated a sort of hip injury. I don't know. Well, that's a lovely turn by Isak again, by Willock. Nice ball to Livramento. Now he's got Gordon ahead of him. Gordon down the left-hand side, seeing plenty of the ball in this first half. Here's the England winger. Gordon, Livramento, back to Gordon. Little bit of 1-2s, and then Gordon again. Willock just not.
Yeah, he didn't read it, did he?
No, long ball played for Antonio. Byrne comes across and does very well to shepherd him out, and the rebound bounces off Antonio for a throw in to West Ham. To Newcastle. Byrne now taking his time, having a look to Livramento. Livramento now not much ahead of him. Goes back to Dan Byrne. And Byrne goes back to Dubravka. Up to Bruno now. Bruno with a bit of time to turn. And Bruno brings it forward. 14 touches in the opposition box for Newcastle. Only 4 for West Ham. But I think... Oh, dear me. Well, I thought it looked like... I think it was Murphy going to make a run. And Kraft played the ball. And Murphy stopped. No cohesion between the two there. Murphy having a good bit of back chat with Kraft there.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
A lot of people talk about Joe Willock in this first half, Billy. He's not been at it at all. He's been very anonymous for me.
Yeah, we need to get him in the game more. He needs to get himself in the game more.
Yeah.
Because he's a massive weapon if we can get him going. But like you said, he's very anonymous. Sean's played quite well, I've got to say. Yeah,
Sean's done all right today. Isak now with a touch back to Livramento. Livramento goes back to Dubravka now. Dubravka on the edge of his box, short to Fabian Schär. Schär has a look. Cross to Dan Byrne now. Byrne. Livramento. Up the line now to Isak. So that's Willock, isn't it? Yeah, with the green boots. Willock picks it up again. Comes very deep to get the ball this time, Joe Willock. Inside to Bruno. Bruno can go right to Fabian Schär, who can bring this forward for Newcastle United. Schär decides to go long. It's nice. A brilliant ball for Joe Willock, who's kept the run going. Willock into the box, slips it into Gordon. I just thought you overhit that a little bit, but Newcastle win it back. Livramento now to Bruno. Bruno through. Oh, Willock fluffed the shot. It's still there. Bruno goes down, but it's no foul. It's a good tackle, that, and Paqueta brings it away. Good tackle by Longstaff, throw into West Ham. And again, you know, we do look dangerous, Billy, when we get into that final third.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the Willock
shot was going 3 mile wide there, by the way.
That's a good tackle.
Souček had to get that right, given what happened in the first few minutes of the game. Antonio now for...
Oh, West get Ham. Out of it, ref.
Well, I mean...
It's, 99 times out of 100, that's not a free kick.
Yeah, sandwiched, wasn't he? But we just sandwiched him out to win the ball back. It wasn't exactly a foul. Anyway, Zuma brings it forward, lays it back to Ward-Prowse now. Ward-Prowse looks for an angle to get a pass away. Brilliant pressing by Longstaff, that. And then Longstaff's looked to say, where's me help? And he's got every right to there.
Yeah, where's Murphy?
Because Zuma's been allowed to bring the ball forward now. I mean, Longstaff literally won the ball back there. And, if there was another Newcastle player there, we could have had the ball. But now we're defending. And that's not very good play by Antonio. And now Livramento brings it away. Good, strong pace by the left back there. And rolls it into Gordon. He's continued his run. Livramento's got to be Superman to get to that, though. And West Ham clear. And only as far as Gordon. Lovely little feint dummy there into Bruno. Bruno can go right now. Murphy and acres of space on the far side. Murphy has an overlap from Kraft, but Murphy will send in the cross. It's a pinch of a cross again. Brilliantly defended.
What a bit of defending that is from Zuma.
I mean,
absolutely unbelievable.
Holy cow.
That's world-class defending, I've got to say.
I mean, Zuma has his faults in life, as we know, but that was magnificent defending. But West Ham coming back now with Kudos down the left-hand side into the penalty area, going against Emil Kraft. Goes to the byline, right to the byline, chips it across. There's no West Ham player there. There's no Newcastle player there. And it's at the moment Paqueta on the near side. He tries an outrageous ball, really. Bruno flicks it to Willock. Back to Livramento, back to Willock. Eric, thank you for your super chat. So we're just moving on from Lewis Hall. How see something in training where we would rather keep that cash and spend on a different left back in the summer? Well, we've got an obligation to buy him, so it doesn't matter. But here's Isak bursting forward now. Murphy on the right-hand side again. Murphy, who's put some absolute belting balls in. It's now a great ball, Longstaff at the near post. And Areola gets down well. 10 minutes of additional time. Yeah. So we've still got 10 minutes of the first half to go because of all the stoppages early on in the game, of course.
Some nice football up from Newcastle. Nice move. And Murphy's crosses are absolutely fantastic. But I'll just go back to that bit of defending from Kurt Zuma. You won't see a better bit of defending in the Premier League this season.
I mean, how did he do that? Unbelievable. Oh, West Ham have lost in a dangerous position now. And Gordon. I mean, Gordon's gone down, and Gordon's in agony here on his left, on his right ankle here.
Paqueta did him there.
Gordon's in a lot of pain.
Paqueta did him there.
I think he did. Now we'll have another look at this.
Oh, VAR, we're looking at this.
There must be. Let's have another look. Oh, dear me. I mean, did Paqueta slip? I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, Billy, because he was 5 miles late for
Here
that.
we go. Is that
But
being
here's this
defended?
defender by Zuma. Look at this.
It's not Zuma, it's Mavropanos.
Mavropanos. What a clearance that is.
What a fantastic crossing that is. If he doesn't make that, Isak scoring.
Isak it's a simple header for Isak, isn't it?
Unbelievable clearance. Unbelievable clearance.
Yep. Eric, thank you for another super chat. I thought obligation was dependent on play time. Genuinely asking because I'm not sure of the details. Cheers, mate. Let's hope we can figure something out.
An obligation means you're obliged
Yeah,
to buy him.
yeah. I think he will be. Well, Eddie Howe's even said in press conference that he will be a Newcastle player. He's told the journalists that. But anyway, Gordon's back up. It's a free kick to Newcastle, which Gordon will swing into the penalty area. It's very deep towards the far post. And, well, good defending that, as Longstaff tried to get in the back post. I've been happy with Sean today, Billy. I think he's done well. His work rate's been there. He's winning tackles. He's getting his pressing. He's doing the Longstaff role today, and he's done it all right.
He's clearly fit, as Eddie Howe said, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, Willock's come into the game a little bit in the last 5 minutes. We have looked actually quite strong in the last 10, I reckon, Billy.
Yes, absolutely. And Aviola's not taking the goal kick, so...
No, he's down on his haunches, holding his knees. I think West Ham might be trying to hold on till half-time and maybe get Fabianski a warm-up during the half-time break, of course. Kudos tries a little 1-2, doesn't come off. Murphy. Newcastle getting a lot more of the ball now, and here's Isak. Longstaff now, breaking forward. He's got players to his right. Here is Bruno. Bruno then swings it into the middle to Joe Willock. Willock has a shot. There's not much on that, but listen, if that was in the corner, that might have given Areola a little bit of trouble there. Because
he's injured, isn't he? So it's a good effort, Joe Willock.
Unfortunately, couldn't get the angle to make Areola dive for the ball. And he chooses not to kick. He's thrown it straight at Jacob Murphy. Murphy does well to win the ball back, and Bruno now has it just inside our own half. 61% possession for Newcastle. I mean, I don't think we've done too badly, Billy. West Ham had a good 10-minute spell after we scored, and of course they equalised, but I think we've done all right.
That's how West Ham play. They don't play with the ball. They were counter-attacking side. It's great.
Nice ball. Oh, good interception by Souček, and it had to be. But Isak pressing well. Good work by Alexander Isak, and West Ham win a throw-in.
I think we need to take advantage of this goalkeeping injury. I really do. You know, let's get another goal before half time.
Yep. But we're definitely in the ascendancy here, Billy. We are attacking, and we look okay going forward.
Yeah, Dubravka's only had one shot to save, hasn't he? And that's the goal, which he couldn't get anywhere near. Can't bet any blame to Dubravka for it, but they're on the attack now, strangely enough.
So West Ham are on the attack with Paqueta now, and Bourne is on the right. Great interception, Fabian Schär. Brilliant interception. Paqueta holds the ball up and goes down. Play on, says the referee. Livramento with a superb tackle on Bowen. And Newcastle come away with the ball now with Willock. Willock plays it through to Gordon. A fabulous ball to Gordon. Now what can Gordon do? He's into the box. He cuts in on his right. He fires a shot intercepted. Bruno on the edge of the box now. Can play it wide. Murphy in the penalty area on the far side. Back to Gordon. Bruno! Oh! It's a crossbar! What an effort, Bruno! Brilliant football from Newcastle again.
Someone give him a shout there, for Christ's sake.
Bruno needed a shout. Kudos brings it away for West Ham. And he's away here. And Byrne's got to get back. And had Byrne got the pace to keep with Kudos? He did very well. No. Brilliant defending, Dan Byrne.
He did well. Yeah, he did really well.
Used his strength to knock Kudos off the ball. And Newcastle now come back with it. What an effort from Bruno that was. Right off the upright. But West Ham proving that they can counter at speed.
Yeah,
Dan Byrne did really well. Give him his credit there, Billy.
He did, yeah. And for a moment now, I thought he was going to give a free kick and send him off, but
just used his strength. He just saw him off the ball and let the ball roll to Dubravka. Now Sean Longstaff on the edge of the box. Oh, just took a nick, and Bowen left-footed clearance isn't a great one. Schär, he can hit them from there, but he doesn't. He plays a little 1-2 with Longstaff. Nearly came off, and Paqueta now turns and breaks for West Ham. And that he's hauled down to the floor, but the referee waves play on. And Bourne is going to keep that in now. Bourne down the right-hand side for West Ham against Livramento. There's not many West Ham players in the box. There's only really Antonio. What a tackle, Livramento. What a player this kid is. This shall not pass, Billy Bob.
Unbelievable. Yeah, this should have from Bruno, though. I saw it nestling in the top corner. It's a fantastic effort. Bent it.
Oh, look at that. Just a couple of inches too high, but this is Dan Byrne at the other end. Good shoulder-to-shoulder challenge.
Yeah, shoulder, brilliant. Look at Moyes, look. Sit down, you're back up
Moyes looking for the foul. That wasn't a foul. That was a shoulder-to-shoulder. But West Ham at the other end now. Cross comes in, headed back across. Dubravka comes off his line, doesn't get there, and it's flicked over. And Paqueta will be disappointed he didn't put that in. Where was Dubravka going?
I don't know. It's really poor goalkeeping. Ugh, that's awful.
I mean, a little gentle flick there by Paqueta. That's nestling in the net. He just got too much on it because Dubravka was in no man's land.
Absolutely awful from the goalkeeper. But, yeah, Bruno did well, actually, to make a challenge. Otherwise, that was a goal.
And David Moyes having another look at that incident, and he's still shaking his head. Surely, come on, Moyes, you would have seen that challenge. Kevin Nolan, of course, is assistant. Looks a bit more meatier than his Newcastle days. Does Nolan these days?
Not too much.
No, but
a bit of a chonk when he played for us, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was great for us, though, wasn't he?
He was.
And he still gets a good reception every time he comes up here.
Yep.
Just Kevin Nolan, and rightly so.
Hat-trick in the derby. You know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that goes down in folklore, doesn't it, to be honest? We've got about 3 minutes left of this additional time in the first half. It's certainly been lively, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a great game for the neutral, end-to-end stuff. Some really good play on show. Some poor defending, and some really good defending as well. So it's been a mixed bag, hasn't it?
Well, the extra time in the first half has been absolutely superb. Well, we've lost it there, Bruno. And now Antonio brings it away. He's got Kudos to his left. Kudos now running at Emil Kraft. Kraft stands his ground, and good work. Kudos just gave it away to Bruno. I mean, that was awful. Now Murphy looks for a way out, being hassled by Ward-Prowse. Murphy does really well there. Gets it back to Kraft, who finds Longstaff. Longstaff takes it down well into Murphy. Murphy forward to Isak, who can turn. And he sees the run of Gordon. Tries to bend it towards Gordon. Kufal did really well there, to be fair to him.
He did.
And brings the ball away for the Hammers. Long ball from Kudos. And Livramento tried to bring it down, but just too much of a heavy touch. And out for a throw-in, which Kufal himself will take. 10 yards inside the Newcastle United half. As 10 yards becomes 15, becomes 20. I mean, Jesus Christ. Kudos. It looked like he was dragged back there. What? He is dragged back, but I think Shea's hurt himself doing that. He's took an arm in the face, I think. But West Ham get on with it quickly and have a chance and have a second. And it's Kudos who scores the goal. The free kick was taken quickly, and I'm not sure because Fabian Schär was down, Billy.
What's he doing? Yeah, he's having to go at the ball boy.
Well, Howe is furious because Fabian Schär was down. And I think that's what Pitbull is saying to his wife there in the crowd, Billy.
Well, the player's down injured. He's still down injured. It's a head injury as well.
He's still down.
A head injury. Come on, ref.
But I don't think VAR can get involved with this, Billy.
No, I don't think they can, but he's got a head injury. He's holding his head.
Yeah, he's down injured. Kudos plays... They play the free kick quickly here. He's still down.
The referee's going across to... And he's just... Oh, that's
you can't allow that!
That's awful refereeing. That's awful refereeing. And do you know what else it is? It's bad sportsmanship in West Ham.
Well, yeah, we've got to play it down injured. I mean, I don't think VAR can intervene, Billy. They can't, can they?
That's really poor play. That's really poor refereeing, sorry. You know, really poor fair from West Ham also.
But the referee was walking over to the foul.
He was, yeah.
He's still down, Fabian Schär here. He's took a bang in the nose by the looks of things. Newcastle are furious. Well, I'm not putting the two up yet, Billy, because I don't know what the hell's going on. Newcastle are crowding the referee. Here's the foul by Fabian Schär.
Well, he's hardly touched him, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to break a nose in a million years, but it's one of them where he just gets struck in the face.
But he's down. But then the referee stopped play.
Yeah, he's down.
Horrific refereeing. Horrific refereeing.
Well, the goal is going to stand. It's 2-1 to West Ham, Billy.
Oh, absolutely shocking refereeing, that.
I mean, that is absolutely shocking. I mean, look, you can look and say, well, Newcastle switched off, but when the referee's walking over to the foul, you don't expect West Ham to take a quick free kick when there's a Newcastle player down.
Yeah, it's shocking refereeing. It really is. Don't deserve that. That's
Wow.
really bad.
Anyway, Livramento brings it forward now for Newcastle. Lovely ball out to the right-hand side.
Oh, come on,
Come on, Jacob. You've got to be quicker than that, man.
Standing there waiting for it.
I don't like to see that waiting for the ball. I mean, I don't think West Ham deserved that goal anyway, based on the balance of play in the first half.
Without a doubt, they don't. No, shocking. But it's really poor refereeing, and once again, we've been screwed by referee.
But I think you're right about West Ham, Billy, and their gamesmanship there. We've got to play it down, and they take a quick free kick.
Yeah, that's really poor from them. Really
but
poor.
The referee you can see him on the replay, clearly walking over to Fabian Schär. And there's the halftime whistle, and Newcastle United are absolutely incensed. He's pushing the players away, but I mean, Billy, I'm not sure what the hell I make of that.
Well, it's just poor refereeing. Just poor refereeing. It really is. It's not just poor, it's shambolic, and it's cost us a goal.
He's
really poor.
Incensed with the referee as well.
But I mean, Paqueta saw the player down injured and saw the referee going across to him and quickly played it. It was poor gamesmanship from Paqueta, who's, to be fair, has been doing it all game. And
of course, Newcastle had nobody. I mean, Newcastle were down the centre back there, so there's obviously space in the box. The Macam Cabby says the referee hates the Northeast. The refs hate the Northeast teams. I'm starting to believe that, Billy.
Yeah, well, you can't argue with it, can you? That's ruined the game for me.
Yeah, it's a shocking decision. It's an absolute shocker. How can you, as a referee, be walking over to a player with a head injury and allow West Ham to take a quick free kick when our centre-back is down, which instantly is going to create space in the penalty area? And, of course, Kudos just walks into that space and smashes it in the corner.
Yeah, it's just really, really poor. I can't get my words out. I just can't understand what we've just seen. And yet again, Newcastle
serious
United
questions, Billy.
Just shocking.
I mean, again, we're going to look at the, is this the bias against Newcastle again coming in? I just don't know what the referee was doing.
No.
You looked at that replay many times, Billy, and the referee is clearly walking towards the foul. Stato, please make sense of that decision because I'm baffled.
Well, I mean, it's just ruined the game, hasn't it? It's completely ruined the game. It's what me and Billy mentioned yesterday is when games go like this, early kickoff on a Saturday, you don't want to watch football for the rest of the weekend. It's hurting the brand. It's poor refereeing. I do appreciate there's an element of subjectivity in that, but the consistency this season has been players holding his head, blow the whistle. Because if you're not sure, you're not sure. And it should have been stopped. And it's ruined the game. It was actually becoming quite an exciting game.
Yeah,
it was end-to-end stuff. For the neutral, not great for fans who want your team to win, but it was an exciting game. And yeah, you have to stop the play. If you're not sure, if the player's holding their head, you blow the whistle. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't have let that play on.
But the fact he's walking over to him, you can see that he's holding his head. I mean, I've seen a ridiculous comment come in there saying, "Share play acts every week. You shouldn't be blaming the referee." I mean, give over.
We've seen Paqueta do it for the full first half.
Yep. But that created the space for Kudos because we didn't have the centre back there, Alex.
Look, I mean, there's about 9 things going on at the same time. You can say, A, our players should play to the whistle and should stay switched on. But then B, we've got a centre half out of position because he's down holding his head. And C, the ref should blow it because it's a possible head injury. So yeah, there's a few, Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall need to say, look, lads, next time just play to the whistle because the referees will make mistakes and they're not good enough. Mm-hmm. Therefore, and people saying for sack Eddie for what? Because the ref didn't.
Yeah, there's quite a few comments coming. As soon as we go 2-1 down, it's Eddie's fault. Look, I don't think the substitution was right in my eyes. Neither does Billy. I mean, Alex, terrible injury to Lascelles, but again, they try and bring him back on the field when it was clear he was shaking his head and waving at the bench, saying, "I've got to come off." Again, there's a sort of miscommunication there. There was no way that he was going to be able to play on with that injury. But then the substitution itself, as Billy said in the commentary, he changes 3 positions in one go, which has created a little bit of our back four looks all over the place at times.
Well, he was always going to have to change a few positions because if he brought on Lewis Hall as the alternative, Dan Burn was going to have to shift Cher was going to have to shift, and Livramento would stay. So there would be at least 3 changes in terms of positional switches. So there was always going to be that issue.
But
it's just
Dunburn is a centre half, isn't he? Dunburn actually is a centre half.
Yeah, but he hasn't played centre half for how long though?
He hasn't played centre half for a very long time. But the issue was obviously Kraft staying in line. That was all it was. Antonio took advantage of that. The fact that he'd only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes, and
I mean, it was a fabulous finish. I've just seen Antonio's goal again. I mean, he makes sure that just thunders past Dubravka. Connor, thank you for your super chat. He's asking why Kudos had a pop at the ball boy.
Yeah, that was disgusting as well. I don't know what that was about. No need for that. He should be getting yellow carded for that. Very odd.
Yeah. Foxy says, where's Foxy's comment gone? There it is. Lovely game for Paqueta. This has all the time in the world in the middle, picking passes for fun, both goals.
Well, he has all the time in the world because the referee gave him time in the world for the second goal. Shouldn't have been free. Shouldn't have been in play. The referee should have pulled it straight back.
I mean,
simple as that.
I'm seeing people asking questions of Longstaff. I think it's Willock that needs to wake up in the midfield. I don't think Willock's been as effective as he can be. Longstaff's been okay. I haven't seen a problem with Longstaff in that first half.
I mean, he's not great, but he's a lot better than he's been in recent weeks.
He's never going to be great, is he? He's not that elite player.
He's contributing. He looks a little bit more mobile, slightly quicker, crisper passes. He's getting it out to the right-hand side to Murphy when necessary. Tackling's a little bit better. So Longstaff looks useful again. He doesn't look great, but he's been okay. He's at the required standard, which is got to be the minimum. Willock, I think, is still getting into the game. Still, his jumping, his aerial threat has never been really much of a strength of his. His winning duels in the air. On the ball, he's been okay, but it's just the goals that we've conceded. I think the game is okay. This game was there to be won, and it's just a bit of bad luck in that we've had to make an enormous defensive shift that they've benefited from, and then there was a strange refereeing decision that's allowed 2 goals. It's frustrating. It really is frustrating.
Paul 12-man Toon, thank you for your super chat. He says Kudos was asking the ball boy for his chair. So I don't think there was particularly any malice in that, but the ball boy just looked at him and said, get lost. I think it was Ward-Prowse pulled him away or something like that. I don't think there was a nasty incident there. But Billy, what do you think Eddie Howe will be saying at half-time? Because, I think we need to get the ball to our wingers. Murphy looks really good with the crossing. Gordon looks electric again. Get them the ball, get the ball across and create some chances. Yeah,
I think going forward, everything's fine. I think we look really dangerous. It's the defensive part of the game which is letting us down. The defenders really need to get their heads on. Murphy needs to help craft it right back with Kudus because Kudus is causing him all sorts of problems. But apart from that, going forward, I think there's more goals in it for us, no doubt about it.
Yeah. 2,200 watching, guys. Thank you very much for your support again this afternoon. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner. Help the channel out on the way to 29,000. Of course, do give it the like if you're enjoying it. And, of course, you can donate by the $ at the bottom of the live comments, which will guarantee your comment to be read out. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Claire says, the way the commentators are pronouncing Paqueta is making me crazy. Most of the lads have been playing well. I think we'll be pissed off going into the second half. Bruno was unlucky with his shot also. Yeah, that was magnificent, Alex, wasn't it? Brilliant effort.
Yeah, we've had a few good chances. Obviously, the Gordon header that went narrowly wide. They've had a few nice pot shots that have just been a little bit tame. The keeper's claimed them quite easily. And then Bruno hitting the crossbar. We're in this game. We look dangerous. West Ham are not particularly good at dealing with us. They're dealing with it in terms of the final ball they're managing to deal with. Whether one of the defenders or centre-halves are reading it at the last minute or getting it away, which is credit to West Ham, well done. But they are only dealing with things right at the last second. So we just need to keep pushing. There's more goals in this for us, 100%. It's just a shame that we've got a bit of a mountain to climb now that we're 2-1 down.
By the way, I must pick this comment up from Jay Devlin. Amazing defending someone having a pop at a young boy. Look, if he was having a pop at him, I'd say so, but I've seen it twice now, and there was no malice in it. He shouldn't have gone over to the ball boy. To be fair, I don't think
we know really. We didn't get a very good camera.
I mean, if he should put it straight, he shouldn't have gone to the ball boy. Full stop.
Of course, he shouldn't.
So I'm not defending him. Emmett, thank you for your super chat. In the USA, Howard and Musto said it was fine because it wasn't head to head. So effing stupid.
That's not how that works. It's not how that works. So if there's a suspected head injury, you stop play. Of
course, we've been done by that before in the past, of course, at Anfield when Shea was down. Ronan, thank you for your super chat. What do we expect? Murphy, Longstaff, and Kraft on the right, our fighting relegation right side. Well, I thought Murphy's done particularly well, quite honestly. He's put some delicious balls into the box. What else is he expected to do? He's put more crosses in than what Miggy would. Mark Lasselt, thank you for gifting the Toon Review membership. That's very kind. Slothy Vlog says another home defeat isn't going to do How any favours though. Must not lose this game. David says we're conceding shite goals consistently. I don't disagree with that. The goals that we concede are very iffy at times. Fubar Steve says there has been times where I feel we've been too slow to release them on the wings. Hoppet says Kraft been all over the place. At fault for both goals, leaving the players on side. What's he going to do up to that? Oh, I've got no idea. Peter says they went goal side for the first goal and sloppy defending, and second goal shouldn't have stood. Well, I mean, that's going to be a huge talking point. James Morrison, who's been a member for 14 months, says, how is single-handedly going to destroy Hall's career? I don't see how you don't bring him on when West Ham's plan is to let us have the ball.
Fair comment. Really good comment.
Yeah, it's certainly for going forward purposes. Dylan says, currently at the game, the refs got hell at the end of that. Well, I'm not surprised. But we did have a few comments again saying about the atmosphere. So I wonder what the atmosphere has been like. It'll be a bit toxic at half-time, I would imagine, towards the referee. Michael says, if it stays like this, season is gone and don't know who we can attract in the summer with no form of Euro football is a bit worrying.
We attracted a lot without European football before, so it's not an issue.
Well,
there's a difference.
The quality of player, I think, is different that you get when you're in Europe. Maybe it's not the Europa League, of course, but
I think it's a difference between Champions League or not. The only benefit is what we've talked about before, is that you get additional fixtures. You can offer people more playing time.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, guys, is our top players aren't going to want to stay if we're not in Europe.
Yeah, that's more of
that's
the
more worrying for me. DJ, thank you for your super chat. Sorry, but Longstaff, Murphy are awful. Ref cost us a goal for sure, but defensively we're so open. A high line with our defence who can't run through. WTF. And Edward Gorn, thank you for your super chat out there in Japan. He says we can still win this. Get angry and go for it. I mean, we have to use that surely as an inspiration to say, right, sod your referee. We're going out there and we're going to destroy your second half, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. That's the big thing for Eddie Howe now, to say, look, you've been hard done to go out there and sort it out. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Nick says, defensively, we are a shambles, even before the injury. Clarky says, can we go three at the back? All their attacking is coming through the middle. I mean,
I'm not sure about that. They've got Bowen on one side and Kudos on the other.
Kudos has seen a lot of the ball, to be fair. I think he's seen more of the ball than Bowen has, actually. Dubravka was poor for the first goal. What the F was that? Oh, come on. You can't blame the goalkeeper for that.
He didn't come out at all. There was no sweeper there. I mean, as soon as that long ball gets played, you should be off your line immediately.
Yeah, but Dubravka,
it doesn't mean he would have saved it, but Pope defends that in a very different way.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. Dubravka's
it's
not
that
that kind of...
It's a 1v1.
Yeah, he's not that kind of goalkeeper, is what I'm trying to say. He's not. We've said that a million times.
But it's the style we've committed to playing to. You can't just suddenly shift to not having a sweeper. When you set up for that style with a high line, you can't just suddenly change. It's why Man United had such a hard time changing styles for ages with the hair. You can't just go, oh, we're going to have a really aggressive sweeper, and then we're going to have somebody who just stands on his goal line. That's exactly the kind of goal you concede. It's not Dubravka's fault. There's always going to be the chance that you lose the 1v1 no matter what, because it's a 1v1.
Yeah.
But I prefer...
At least in now with the angle, wouldn't he, Pope?
Exactly.
Yeah. Gareth Bascom, thank you for your super chat. He says, I forgot to ask yesterday, how is your daughter? She's okay. She's, waiting to see people, etc. But thanks for asking, Gareth. I really appreciate that. Gary says, Willock has been poor. Longstaff has done well. I thought the law said if a player was down with a head injury, a player has to be stopped. Well, player was stopped. The referee was walking over to check on Shea, and then suddenly Paqueta takes a free kick and the referee allows it. Now, Fabianski's definitely coming on for the second half, which we expected. We thought they might hold on till half time so Fabianski can get a decent warm up. So he's definitely coming on.
But even if it's not a head injury, Paul, it's an injury. You stop playing and let him get some
the play was stopped, wasn't it? So you know, I mean, Billy was a bit. I mean, not just Billy, but quite a few people mentioning that the gamesmanship from West Ham was poor.
It was absolutely atrocious. You'd got. We specifically kicked the ball out of play on purpose to make the Jamal Lascelles substitution, and Antonio tried to take a throw in. I'd book him for that straight off. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting behaviour. The sportsmanship has been absolutely in the bin today from some of the West Ham players. Yeah. It's just there's just no need for it. There's no need for it.
Well, the players are coming back out, Alex. We'll catch you at full time, hopefully.
Well, me and Billy did predict a 3-2 win, so we're still on for that scoreline. Fingers crossed.
My score prediction's out the window. Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, Dave. See you at full time, mate.
Oh, bloody hell, my thing's buffering now, Billy. What a time to buffer. Let me just restart, mate.
I'm not even back on it yet.
Yeah, I'm on. Just look with Fabianski, who is coming back on. Ronan, thank you for your super chats. The goal came from the right side. Case Ball, thank you for your super chat. Should have just put Hall on instead of moving everyone around. Ref has to stop play by law for head injury. Longstaff is absolutely woeful. Listen, some people saying it wasn't a head injury because he just brushed his face. It doesn't matter. He's down with a head injury. It doesn't matter whether you think it's a bad injury or not. It's a head injury at the end of the day. But listen,
even an injury, full stop. Don't matter if it's a head injury. To get the play stopped. You don't restart it until everyone's back on the pitch. It's shocking referee.
Well, West Ham are going to get us underway in just a second. We're now underway for the second half, guys. Newcastle attacking, of course, the Gallagher end. And immediately Zuma goes long. Kraft with a header down looking for Murphy. Murphy plays it in the air. Zuma wins the header. Murphy, nice chest down to Longstaff, who flicks it over the top looking for Isak, who's been ragged around there, but no foul. And now Murphy plays it down the right-hand side for Alexander Isak. Isak taking his time, having a look, flicks it into Willock. Willock, that just doesn't come off. Willock tried the little flick back to Isak, and Kudos just launches it long. Antonio gives chase. Dan Burn is back. That helps it back to Dubravka. Paul 12-man Toon, thank you for another super chat. That West Ham goal reminds me of the Leeds versus Villa controversy in the Championship. Oh, I remember that, yeah, because obviously, but then the manager, they went back down the other end and allowed them a goal back, didn't they? So they sort of
Bielsa did, yeah.
Yeah.
David Moyes ain't going to do that.
Oh, you're not going to get that from Moyes. Definitely not. Livramento now. Nice little ball into Bruno. Bruno, he could have got Gordon away, but it comes loose to Willock. Willock dancing in the box. Great play. Chips it in. Oh, well, Murphy. I mean, who is that? Mavropanos?
No, Emerson.
Emerson headed it over the bar, but why didn't Murphy make a challenge there?
Yeah, I wouldn't try and get goal side of him. It's a brilliant bit of play from Joe Willock to get that cross in. But Murphy,
he pulls away.
Yeah, he's standing. Yeah, he literally just pulled away at the last minute. You know,
good bit of play that by Newcastle, though. Great ball in from Willock, who we want to see more of in this second half.
Yeah.
Murphy's come across to take the corner. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Put it right on Fabianski. Get him tested early doors.
Yeah, he's not the greatest keeper in the world, is he?
In it comes. Burn is up. It's headed away by Souček. Kudos. Nice bit of play. And can he get away here? He can. 2 challenges in, but Kudos says he's not having that. And he's played it. Oh, my God. Where is it defending? Bourne is clean through for West Ham United and scores. It's 3-1. I don't believe what I'm seeing here.
How many times have we seen that goal? Christ almighty.
I mean, we failed to win the ball twice there to get the ball back off Kudos. And then he plays it across to Bourne. And Bourne is not going to miss those opportunities, Billy. And no. West Ham United are now 3-1 up at St James's Park. And that is a kick in the balls right at the start.
It's kamikaze, isn't it? Throwing all those players forward and leaving just 1 or 2 back. Because West Ham play on the counter. That's their big strength.
Well, look how... I mean, Souček wins the header here. But look, Billy, Kudos, he fights off Willock. Then he fights away from Scher's tackle. And he's away. And Livramento's now in 2 minds. It's a brilliant ball by Kudos. Livramento does all he can to get back. So does Anthony Gordon. But it's a brilliant finish, you have to say. Under pressure from 2 Newcastle players. But he kept his cool and slotted it into the bottom corner. and West Ham in dreamland at the start of the second half.
Well, the question is, where's Emil Kraft? I mean, why is Fabian Schär having to make that tackle? Why is Livramento having to come through the side of the pitch? Where's the right back? Where is he? Absolutely nowhere in the picture.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that, Billy. I mean, I can understand the centre-backs going forward for the corner, but leaving a player like Bowen in that kind of space.
This could get nasty. I've got to say, it's all set up for the West Ham counter-attack now. We've got to press.
We've got to press for 2 goals, haven't we? And
we've got
the
to put players forward. Yeah.
It's all about the pace that they've got up front, Billy. And they're not going to rush all these throw-ins and set pieces now. They don't have to.
No.
But they'll be confident that they can go and get some more goals here. As Paqueta now has it by the corner flag, as Newcastle somehow failed to get the ball. Bowen still. It took 3 Newcastle players to get the ball off him, and now Bruno brings it away for Newcastle to Willock. Willock tries that spin on the left-hand side, doesn't come off. Back to Livramento, inside to Bruno now. And now Sean Longstaff can bring it forward. Slides it into Jacob Murphy. He's taken out. Let's play on. And Gordon is away on the right-hand side here. Anthony Gordon pulls it back. Isak tries to get there, but can't. And West Ham come away with the ball again.
It's Kraft.
Murphy's won it back again. Murphy, was he fouled there? No, says the referee. Kudos somehow comes away with the ball. Rick O'Shea again. Oh, and that's a good tackle by Livramento, but the referee's given the free kick. Well, I mean, Newcastle now, Billy. I mean, we're down to 10th again, and we're now 7 points adrift of West Ham in 7th.
And it's not just that. We've got Fulham and Chelsea below us who have got easy games today. What you'd think of easy. We're down to 12th with those 2 winning. You know, we need to get something out of this game, and obviously we need 3 goals, really.
Yep. Strong header by Livramento. Souček wins it back, but Livramento picks up the pieces, breaks forward now down the left-hand side to Joe Willock. Willock running a Kufal. He's got an overlap coming from Livramento, but flicks it back to Longstaff. Longstaff back to across to Murphy now. Murphy into the box. Can have a shot on his left foot. It's deflected. Murphy will get it back again. And Bruno loses the ball. And West Ham, poor play by Antonio. Could have set Paqueta away there. But this is what the second half's going to be like now, Billy. West Ham will be happy to sit back, let us have the ball and counter us.
Yeah, breaking the pace they've got with Kudus and Bowen and people like that. It's a very risky game for Newcastle now.
Yeah. Mark Mullins again questioning Dubravka on that goal. Thank you for your super chat, Mark. Why the bloody hell isn't Dubravka not on the edge of his box? If he was, that goal would never have happened.
It's a good point.
He just doesn't come out. He's not that type of keeper, and I think we've just got to accept that. Newcastle coming forward again now with Longstaff. Flicks it wide for Kraft. Kraft cross too close to Areola. Fabianski, and he picks it out the air. No problem at all.
Emil Kraft has reverted to Steve Bruce Kraft today, hasn't he? I've got to say.
Yeah, not a great ball, that. Not a great ball. But a few of these players have reverted back to Steve Bruce days, Billy. There's no doubt about it. Something is not right. And, I mean...
Oh, dear me. It's a poor header, isn't it?
Yeah. Kudos. I mean, he's having the... I mean, he's just their engine. He's just everywhere. I mean, Paqueta does a lot of work in the midfield, but he's seeing the ball a lot out wide. Emerson now, inside. West Ham playing a little one-touch football here.
Well played.
Paqueta. Good work by... get up, Paqueta, man. For Christ's sake, you soft get. But West Ham have the ball. Souček. Bowen. Mavropanos plays it out wide now to Kufal. Kufal back to Mavropanos. He will go across to Kurt Zuma. Newcastle playing chase ball again here. Emerson for West Ham.
They got out of the press fantastically well there. They played some nice stuff at the minute, West Ham.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the confidence will be sky high for West Ham at the minute, Billy. It'll be absolutely through the roof. To get that goal, early second half goal, I mean, good ball.
Well, again,
and now Bowen, he's away down the right. There's nobody there. Burns having to come across, and he's going right between the two of them. Still Jared Bowen, and his shot is blocked and out for a corner to West Ham.
Yeah, they look very dangerous now. This could get very nasty. It really could. It really could. That goal before half-time has forced us to try and attack, from the off, really, and that's what scores the counter-attack goal. Yeah. So, again, it's remnants from that poor referee decision that's cost us that third goal. Yeah. Where Emil Croft was, Lord only knows. Lord only knows.
I mean, we can blame the referee to a degree, but we blame the players as well. I mean, some of the performance, Some of the marking is abysmal. Livramento now, but Kudos is there to win it back for West Ham and just fires the ball all the way down the other end of the pitch to Fabianski.
Looks a hell of a player, Kudos. A hell of a player.
Fabianski. What a ball that is to Paqueta, who takes it down brilliantly right on the touchline there. And look at the Bowen, and he's won a corner.
Oh dear, Livramento's gone down injured. Oh no.
Livramento does not look comfortable here. I don't know what happened there.
Is that his knee again?
Oh God, no. He's in a lot of pain here, Livramento. The West Ham players waving for the. It looks like his ankle, Billy, his right ankle. So I'm not sure whether he's just twisted it there. I'm not sure whether he's going to need assistance there, but it looked. Yeah, it's a corner to West Ham, definitely.
Ankle, yeah.
It's his ankle, yeah. Just got his stud stuck. Oh, God, that's nasty. Oh, God.
Wow. I mean, that could be ligaments, but hopefully
he's down here. He's gone back down. This does not look good for Tino Livramento. This looks bad, Billy. I mean, that angle there that you saw his ankle bend over was awful.
Yeah. Sometimes they can get up and it's okay, but a bit of treatment, he might be okay. But let's hope that's the case. But it doesn't look good at the minute.
Well, the cameras are going around the Newcastle crowd, Billy, and it's just one of just miserable faces at the minute. And I guess people are asking serious questions as to what is going on. You know, what does Eddie Howe do to try and change this in the second half, Billy?
Well, I'll go back to that substitution made in the first half. Eddie Anderson's about to come on.
3 changes for Newcastle. We're going to see Anderson, Miggy, and Lewis Hall.
Well, obviously, that's Livramento going off. I would imagine. Yeah. Willock, I would guess, and Murphy, I'd guess.
Yeah, those would seem the obvious changes, wouldn't they? I mean, is he going to change anything formation-wise or tactically, Billy? Do you see that happening?
No, absolutely not. I don't think Eddie has a plan B, does he? I mean, Livramento's trying to continue here, but he can't even put any pressure on that boot, so he's done. He's got no pressure on that right foot at all.
He's going off, 21. He's off, and Lewis Hall is going to replace him. So Livramento is off. It was nice shake of the hand from Ward Prowse there. Willock is coming off for Anderson. I'm just seeing who the other one is to go off. It's 17.
Kraft.
Wow.
Kraft's 17, isn't he?
Yeah. He's took Emil Kraft off. So he subbed the sub.
Well, it has been shite.
That's a strange one for me, Billy. But obviously he's going more attacking. Maybe that's a 3-5-2 now or something like a 3 or whatever. I don't know.
Well, who's the third? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. We haven't got a right back on the pitch.
No, we haven't.
Unless Murphy's going to go back there, of course.
Well, Murphy will go if it's. I don't know.
Murphy gone off?
No,
Murphy's gone to right back there, hasn't he?
Anyway, West Ham's corner is atrocious, and we managed. Oh, that's awful clearance. That is awful from Miggy. Straight back to West Ham. In comes a cross, and it fires across goal.
That was on target. It was in.
Yeah, it was. Dylan, thank you for being a membership for 6 months. Can't wait to see it all again next week, he says. Yeah, it comes around quick. Everton at home on Tuesday night. But Eddie Howe having a chat with Emil Kraft there about what he's doing. Emil Kraft's gone straight down the tunnel. He's not interested.
Not happy, is he? Well, he hasn't been good, though. He has been awful. But what he's done is push Murphy to right back, Lewis Hall at left back. We've got 2 attacking full backs now. Byrne and Share still in the middle.
No. Yes. I mean, dear me. Murphy at right back. I mean,
against Kudus.
I can understand the attacking dimension of it, but.
Well, we got it, haven't we?
Well, yeah, we've got it. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. We kicked it straight out of play.
Well, Miggy should have been alive to that pass. Christ almighty.
Well, Miggy's been on the pitch for a minute and been absolutely shite. Give the ball away and then doesn't get that one. I mean, we've gone really attacking, which is going to suit West Ham down to the ground for their counter.
It is, but you know, we've got to do something.
We've had no choice. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, they were tearing us apart when we were defenders on the pitch, so I don't see what difference it makes, to be honest. But it'll be interesting to see how Lewis Hall gets on, because obviously he's had a fantastic week with the England youth development team. I hope he can reproduce that form for us.
Absolutely. As Bruno wins the corner for Newcastle. Not great defending by Emerson there. Was caught in two minds whether to go back to the goalkeeper or take it on himself. He did neither, and it bounced off him for a corner, which Murphy is going to take. Or is Gordon going to come across? No, Jacob's going to take it. No, Lewis Hall's going to take it eventually. So Lewis Hall, it'll be the left foot in swinger.
Interesting.
We need to go back quickly, though, don't we, Billy? I mean, you know,
if we don't do anything from this, we're asking to be counted, aren't we? Because the left back's on the other side of the pitch.
Indeed. West Ham clear the corner only as far as Anthony Gordon. Gordon back to Jacob Murphy. Murphy, right-footed ball across to Cher. Couldn't take it down, but Cher wins it back. Good fighting by Cher. Miggy now on the edge of the box. Plays it wide. Good bit of play that. Can somebody get a shot away, please? It comes to Bruno. Plays it wide for Cher. Cher across the box. And West Ham somehow get it away. But again, nobody taking a pot shot for Newcastle, Billy. And West Ham could be away here, but Murphy does well to force Bowen backwards.
Uh-oh.
And now, is that Gordon gone down?
Okay. He's okay, I think.
And now West Ham play forward towards Antonio. Brilliant strength from the West Ham striker, but well done. Well done. I believe that's Elliot Anderson picked that up and come away with the ball. Great strength from Elliot.
Yeah, and Hall's still on this left-hand side, this right-hand side, look. You know, he never even managed to get back that, but he did well.
He's done well, yeah. DJ, thank you for your super chat. Same game as Luton Forest Bournemouth. We were a surprise last year, but now we are predictable and too easy to beat. Sorry, but Eddie Howe just isn't elite. And Murphy's going to take a pot shot from around 35 yards. It deflects back to him. And Lewis Hall now picks the ball up. Inside to Bruno. Anthony Gordon in space on the left-hand side. That's not Gordon. It's Elliot Anderson. Anderson spins, right-footed cross, headed away by Ward-Prowse, only as far as Murphy. Murphy now. West Ham just sitting back, prepared to just take the pressure. Bruno, have a shot! Well, I'm not sure whether that was a shot or a ball in for Isak, but Fabianski picks it up anyway.
Well, let's hope the two fullbacks on the right side of the pitch now, because it took them 3 minutes to get to the right side.
Yeah. Awful long time. We've still got half an hour of this, Billy.
Yeah.
72% possession for Newcastle in the last 5 minutes.
We need the next goal. That's how obvious. Dear me, Murphy.
You're going to expect a lot. Oh, Kudos skips around two Newcastle players brilliantly. Plays it out wide to Antonio. You're going to get a lot of Newcastle possession because we're 2 goals down at home.
Yeah. And West Ham were allowing us to have it and pulling us on and then just hitting us on the counter.
Jared Bowen going against Lewis Hall. Forces Bowen back. Good defending. Souček for West Ham. Inside to Ward-Prowse. Back to Souček. West Ham again, just knocking it back and forwards. And now Kurt Zouma takes his time on the ball there. Plays a right-footed ball out to the right-hand side, looking for Bowen, but just a little bit too much pace on it.
Yeah, it was they look very comfortable on the ball, West Ham.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about West Ham's attacks, Billy, because there's a lot of holes in the back line for Newcastle at the minute. And obviously so. We're trying to get back from 2 goals down. And breaking forward again with Elliot Anderson here. Inside to Gordon. Sorry, Bruno. Now it's Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side.
He's very predictable. Gordon, he cuts inside every time, isn't he?
Yeah. Anderson now. But we're all right-footers mainly on the pitch at the minute. Anderson jinking and moving back to Bruno again. Bruno, right foot ball across to Jacob Murphy now. Murphy looks for support, gets it from Longstaff. Little 1-2, and that's great play. Bruno could have hit that first time, but he doesn't. He goes wide. Lewis Hall, and it's blocked. It's deflected into the air. Cleared again by West Ham. Bruno takes it down well. It's still in there. And he shot completely on the penalty spot. He should have scored. He was unmarked, Billy, on the penalty spot, and he's absolutely fluffed it.
They did so well to manufacture it for him as well, between Bruno and Longstaff there. You know, it was... and Miggy, really did well. Come on now, Alexander Isak, £63 million. You expect more than that, surely to God.
Well, you would expect that, Billy. As I just need to refresh my stream.
Well, Amanda Stavely in the crowd on the phone, doesn't look very happy. She doesn't look very happy at all. Although she's, well, maybe she does. Got the son next to her.
Yeah.
Darren Neal's next to her, of course.
Billy, if you can just take over the commentary a minute.
Yeah, Kudos has laid it to the left to Antonio. Gone for the return. He's just managed to kick it over the ball on himself, trying to do a bit of trickery, and didn't pay off for him. And Newcastle United take a quick goal kick from Dubravka into Bruno. Bruno bringing the ball forward, being pressed by Antonio, lays it forward for Almiron. Almiron goes past one and plays a ball forward for Anderson. Anderson slips on the ball and nearly loses to Bowen, but manages to recover it. Anderson. Inside then to Bruno. Bruno has it now. Bruno's looking for a pass. He's got Gordon wide. He lets it go to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall back inside for Bruno. Bruno's about 20 yards from goal. Back out wide for Lewis Hall again. Lewis Hall comes like a strike foot, but across it's a good cross headed away from Zuma. Back to Bruno. Bruno's on the edge of the area. Takes it past Ward Prowse. Still going Bruno in the box now. Going against Kufel. Trying to do everything himself here. Finds a lovely little pass through. Almiron gets across. He's out.
What is that from Longstaff? Oh my God! Oh my actual God! What is that, Billy?
He's got to hit it with his left foot. He's gone with his right, and it's just again we've manufactured a fantastic chance, and just
that is one of the worst finishes you are ever going to see, Billy. Let's be honest here.
Awful.
There's nobody on him. What is he doing?
He's gone with the wrong foot, hasn't he? It's terrible, terrible, terrible. What's just horrific.
Oh, that's just awful. That is just bloody shit, Billy. There's nothing else. There's no other words can describe that from Longstaff there.
Yeah, it's fell to the wrong man in the wrong area. And Eddie Howe's
absolute bollocks. And Pitbull in the background there, that Newcastle fan, going mental.
And there's another injury there.
Oh, dear me. Fabian Schär now.
Oh, dear me.
It's his hamstring, Billy.
Yeah, he's done a hamstring.
He's done his hammy.
The Lord knows what centre half's going to play against Everton on Tuesday. He's going to craft and dumb it.
Well, he's going back on the pitch. I mean, he's done his hamstring. Surely he can't stay on now.
And Paqueta manages to put the ball out this time when he's injured.
Yeah, credit to Paqueta. Actually, he knew the injury and he kicked it straight out. But Fabian Schär's come back on. Well, surely if he's holding his hamstring...
Well, no, he's standing by the touchline here, look. Walking back.
That's not Schär, Billy.
Who's that injured then?
I don't know. Somebody else is injured now. We've got Schär limping with a hammy and somebody else is injured. And West Ham are just taking the piss out of us here. And now West Ham are going to kick the ball out. I'm trying to see who that is. Miggy's down now. It's Miggy's left knee. Super chat from Keith Truscott. And that's 3-3 for fuck's sake. I'm not sure what that is, but
Harvey Barnes coming on for him.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes replaces Miggy Almiron, who can hardly walk on his knee at the minute.
So that's two something to take off.
And Miggy straight down the tunnel. So Harvey Barnes is on the field now, making his return from injury. This is getting to be a joke, Billy. Is this some kind of piss take?
Dear me.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know where Barnes. I don't know if Barnes can go to the left and Gordon to the right. That's probably the best way of going around it. But still, West Ham are going to make changes now.
Calvin Phillips is coming on.
Oh, that could be good news for us.
But I mean, we could lose Fabian Schär, Billy, if his hamstring goes. I mean, he looks like he's running okay at the minute.
He is a bit of a funny Fabian Schär, to be fair, isn't he?
I mean, oh dear God, it's just turned into another miserable day for Newcastle. I hate these lunchtime kickoffs. Anyway, Newcastle driving forward with Harvey Barnes, gives it out wide now to Lewis Hall. Hall plays it back to Bruno on the edge of the box into Longstaff. That's a lovely ball for Murphy. Murphy gets there, clips it across. It's gone out of play though. And it's a goal kick to West Ham.
Again, nice football. Just last ball this time was letting us down, but here come their changes. And they're taking strikers off to bring Calvin Phillips on.
Yeah, Antonio's coming off and Calvin Phillips is coming on. So basically, West Ham don't have a striker on the field now, but dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Just a frustrating afternoon, isn't it? We haven't played badly, but we've defended awfully. We've had injuries. We've had poor substitutions from the manager. And anything that could go wrong has gone wrong, basically. The referee's playing up as well. Yeah. You know, it's just a shit show from start to finish.
If anything sums up our season this year, Billy, this game is it's all rolled into one. Our season explained in a game.
It's a fantastic microcosm, isn't it, of what's happened to us this season? No doubt about it.
West Ham played down at the minute after falling awkwardly there from the header. And it looks like it's Paqueta again.
Oh, Christ. He goes down more than Gillian Tailforth, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say Dutch hooker, Billy, but Gillian Tailforth, if you want. Yeah, no problem with that. As Bruno helps him back to his feet. Get up, you funny. You're making an arse of yourself. He's holding his shoulder, actually. Adam Crawford, thank you for your super chat. No comment, but thank you very much for your donation to the channel. Very much appreciated, my friend. Over 2,100 watching. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. Bottom right-hand corner. Come and have your say in the chat about how bad you're feeling right now. Burn heads away for Newcastle United. Phillips with a header. And West Ham win a throw-in just on the halfway line. Emerson comes across to take it for the Hammers. And, of course, he's going to be in no rush to take this. But, I mean, we're asking questions of Eddie Howe now. But I think, Billy, the way the injuries have been now, his hands are a little bit tied.
Yeah, but the original substitution for me was a poor one. It really was. But, I mean, since then, obviously, he's not been able to do much. But
a lot of head tennis going on at the minute, guys. Nothing really going on. But now Kudos picks the ball up and brings it forward for West Ham. Lovely little turn. And it gets him some space down the left. Emerson keeping up with him. But in comes... he hasn't done it. Well, Gordon's limping now. Gordon does not look very comfortable, I have to say. And he's feeling the back of his hamstring as well. I don't know whether that was impact, Billy. Just a knee in the back. Knee in the back of the leg, maybe a dead leg.
Dead leg, perhaps, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This is just an absolute...
I mean, we've got a game Tuesday as well, which is even worse, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Surely Paqueta's offside there. Lets the ball roll out. And referee says just play on goal kick. Dubravka... Oh, he's given the offside, has he? Okay.
But let it go out, so what's he giving the offside for?
He could have just took a goal kick, for God's sake. I mean, Jesus. Anyway, Dan Burn. Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
Wow. I mean, there's nothing much more we can say, Billy, really. It just long throw. Burn actually does really well there to get the ball off Paqueta. Plays it forward. Paul Mann, member for 2 months, says, we are shite and even more injuries. This season is screwed. Total clear out the summer. Toon showing how poor a team we are.
It's frustrating because we actually look quite good going forward. That's
Well, we did. I'm not sure we do now, Billy.
Well, maybe not so much now, but we certainly did the first 20 minutes of the second half. Which we didn't against Forest and Luton and Bournemouth, those games that we were poor in. But today we've at least looked a little bit. Been a lot of desire and energy in the game, but just defensively we've been really poor, haven't we?
Here's Anthony Gordon down the right-hand side now. Plays a beautiful ball across, and it's met, and a great save by Fabianski. It was that Jacob Murphy?
I think it might have been Hall or Barnes.
No, it was Barnes at the far post, and it was a good save. What a ball that was by Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Yeah, terrific play from him, wasn't it? Looks comfortable on his right-hand side. Beautiful cross. Really, really good cross and a good effort from Barnes.
Yeah. Barnes did all he could there. Good positioning by Fabianski. And really, we need to go back now if we're to try and get anything out of this game, because if time is ticking on. Anderson now. Back to Dan Burn. Back to Anderson, coming very deep for the ball. Plays it through.
Now.
Ball like now Lewis Hall. Hall plays it. Just lovely ball in Bruno.
Yeah, just great vision. Great vision.
Yeah, absolutely. Anderson again for Newcastle. Burn. Across to Fabian Schär now. Schär plays it right, and Jacob Murphy picks the ball up. Down the line now for Gordon again, the byline. Gordon scoops across right to the back post. Isak was in there. Chance for Harvey Barnes. It's a wonderful save again. The ball is scrambling. Surely, how on earth have we not put that in? Is that a penalty? That Gordon's gone down. Referee! It's out for a goal kick. Now, surely VAR will look at this. Referee indicating that they are looking at it. Yet another idiot I'll ban. How? Let's have another look at this, Billy. Gordon pinches the ball. I'm not sure. No.
Nah.
Not enough in that for me. Oh, I don't know.
If anything, Gordon's fouled him.
Yeah, he just put his foot across him and he stops him kicking the ball. I don't think that's a penalty. I'm not sure. I really don't think it's a penalty.
No.
Well, they're still looking at it. They are taking a very close look at this, Billy.
He has kicked him, to be fair.
Yeah, you could say that Gordon's won the ball. It's similar to what he did in the first half. You could say he's won the ball there, and Calvin Phillips has been very slow to clear it.
Oh, well, he's kicked him. You know, more look at it, the more I'm seeing a penalty.
They may get the referee to look at this, Billy. Eli's been a member for 3 months. I'd sell Bruno, Isak, Tonali if we're allowed. Botman and Joe Linton and the usual suspects get around 400 million for all and rebuild for Europe. That's a bit extreme. He's going to look at the monitor. Wow. Okay.
Well, it's going to be a way back into the game.
Absolutely.
Well, they're saying that this referee's been an absolute dick today, so watch him decide his first decision's right.
Well, normally, Billy,
past him.
Yeah, but normally when this happens, you know, the referee goes to the screen to get a penalty.
I mean, this view is here. You don't see anything of it really. It's the one that's close up second time.
Yeah.
I mean, the more I looked at it from that angle, not this angle, the other one.
Yeah, but the thing is, Calvin Phillips dawdles, doesn't he? He's dawdling on the ball, and Anthony Gordon's really quick. That's a penalty for me. I actually think that's a penalty, Billy, because Gordon goes to get the ball, and it's not Gordon's fault that Phillips is trying to clear it, but Gordon's there first.
Well, it's given a penalty for the same thing in the first half, virtually.
Yeah. I think this is a penalty, Billy. I'm convinced he's going to give a penalty here. It is a penalty.
Yeah.
Newcastle have a way back into the game. Calvin Phillips dawdling on the ball. Gordon's got a big smile on his face. But again, it's Gordon's awareness to, Phillips is dawdling on the ball. And, Gordon beats him to it.
Go on, Phillips. Lump him. Lump the ref.
Dominic Rafferty, thank you for a super chat. Really enjoying the commentary, lads, despite the game. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you very much. No spoilers in the chat again, please, guys. It's Alexander Isak, his second penalty of the game. Can he bring us back into it?
Well, it'll set up a grand time finish if he can.
Certainly will. He's still got the ball under his arm at the minute. This is a big penalty. And, I saw the first penalty, Billy. He didn't strike the first penalty too well. Kind of scuffed it a little bit, but
scuff him into the corner of the net. That's all good.
Absolutely. Here he comes. Isak in the nets. It's 3-2. We are still in this game now. And Fabianski's holding on to the ball like an absolute twat. But it's now 3-2. Isak trying to get the crowd going. How are the lads?
Come on.
Well, brilliant penalty, Billy. And, the more I see it, the more I think, Gordon's been very quick. Phillips is dawdling, and he was punished for it. Whether he's clearing the ball, it doesn't matter. He still took Gordon out. He still took him out.
Very clever from Gordon, wasn't it?
And despite all the trials and tribulations that we are having during this game, as you can see on the scoreboard, Newcastle 2.
Oh, dear me, Gordon's got
3. Zuma hits a ball across the field. And Kufal can't take it down on his chest, and a throw into Newcastle.
Well,
now 12 minutes to go, Billy. Just over 12 minutes to go. Plus, there'll be a bit of an additional time, I would have thought, as well.
Yeah, definitely will be added on time. They've had loads of subs, haven't we, second half? So, I'm expecting at least 5 to 10 minutes of injury time here as well. Well played, Lewis Hall.
Yeah, great ball out to the left-hand side as well. Now Harvey Barnes brings it forward. Barnes, lovely ball back to Lewis Hall. Pulls it back to Isak. He tried the fancy finish.
Good defending now from Suchek.
Yeah, he tried the little back heel, but that is... Look at Lewis Hall here, just bombing on. I don't think Lewis Hall's playing left back, Billy. I think he's in midfield.
Yeah, he's kind of very advanced, isn't he?
Yeah. Given, I think he's been told to play further forward. George, thank you very much for super chat. We are still in the game. We are. There's only one goal in it now, and West Ham will be worried.
It's a corner, wasn't it?
Well, I think he backheeled it on his left foot onto his right foot, and it went out. But good work again there. And now Lewis Hall. He's definitely playing further inside, Billy. He's not playing left back at all. It's like we've just abandoned the left back position. 20 attempts from Newcastle in this game, 7 on target, 8 for West Ham, 4 on target, and 3 of them were in the back of the net. That looked like a foul on Anthony Gordon there. He's holding his hamstring again, Billy. Kudos now. Kudos, brilliant bit of play. And he's pulled by Anthony Gordon. That's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, is that in banned again? Is that in banned now, is it?
I'm not sure, but that is, he's took one for the team there because Kudos was away.
Yeah. I mean, Fabian Schär was weak as piss there. Weak as piss. Really poor from Fabian Schär.
So Anthony Gordon is in the book. Oh, what's my shouting at? It's a bloody yellow card, you twat.
Yeah, it was a good yellow card to give because Fabian Schär was well out of position, weren't he?
And David Moyes has actually been booked.
Good.
I mean, I don't see what his point is. The referee booked him. End of story.
Yeah,
it's not a red card. 10 minutes to go. And that free kick has gone absolutely nowhere and back for a goal kick. Now, are West Ham rattled here?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, let's be honest. We deserve a goal from open play to the way we played today. We haven't had one yet. 2 penalties. So, come on, Newcastle. You can do this.
Looney Tunes saying that is a ban for Gordon. Oh, Jesus. I mean, Christ, we're going to have to start playing the women's team on Tuesday at this rate.
Yeah, we want to play against Everton as well, of course, wouldn't he? So, I think Gordon might be on 8. I don't know if he's on. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure yet. We'll get it confirmed. We'll get it confirmed. Some people are saying no. Some people are saying yes. Now Isak bursting through the middle. Look at Murphy on the right-hand side here. Acres of space. Murphy for Newcastle. Swings in across. He was looking for Barnes at the back post, but Fabianski quick off his line there.
Didn't get enough whip on it, did he?
No. But the pressure's on West Ham definitely here now. You know, it's 3-2. Newcastle are really scraping the barrel when it comes to injuries. Looney Tunes says he's on 10 yellow cards. Well, it came up 10 on the screen here, but that's his number. So I don't know. Oh, that's soft. Longstaff and Phillips, and he gives a free kick to West Ham. It's going to be Emerson for West Ham to take the free kick. Of course, West Ham don't have a striker on the pitch anymore, so that might be regrettable for Moyes, given that they need another goal now, just to settle this game down. But it's played into the box towards Bowen.
Take your time.
Lewis Hall.
Well, Schär put him in all sorts of shit there, didn't he?
Yeah. He's done brilliantly well there, Lewis Hall. And he's won a throw in. Now Schär. Dan Burn. Fabian Schär brings the ball forward. Inside now to Isak. Isak turns. Oh, it's a fabulous ball from Isak, and Barnes is in. It's 3-3. What a finish! What a plan! And what a ball from Isak! It's tremendous.
Get in there.
That's the level. It's 3-3. Grab your granny because she's going for a Brazilian. Brilliant stuff. How are the lads? What a ball! What a finish, Billy!
Yeah, and a fantastic, clever run from Harvey Barnes to bend his run so he's not offside. Terrific pass from Isak, and a calm finish with with his right foot into the corner of the net. Brilliant from Harvey Barnes. This is what we paid the money for, and he's come up trumps today.
Oh,
and
brilliant!
Talk about
vision from
trying to
Isak
draw
as
the
well.
game. We can win this game now.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
there's going to be plenty time left. We're 83 minutes. There's going to be plenty additional time. But I tell you what, hats off to these boys because they haven't dropped their heads, Billy. They haven't, you know, that whatever you say, the injuries we've had in this game, the real downs we've had with injuries and stuff like that, and we've come back from 3-1 down to 3-3, given all the problems we've had.
Yeah, and I was very critical of the first substitution from Eddie Howe, but the one where he's brought Lewis Hall on and had attacking fullbacks, he's really brave. And he had to do it really, but still, he's very brave to do it, and it's come up trumps for him, and hopefully we can go and win the game now. Come on,
Indeed.
Newcastle.
Paul, 12-man Toon, thank you for your super chat. How out with laughing emojis. Oh, my God. I mean, this is just Newcastle, being a Newcastle fan all over, isn't it? It really is. But what a comeback. And you have to say, just an incredibly good goal. George, thank you for your super chat. Wish I was there now. Well, yeah, indeed. I mean, Newcastle United here, the tails are up, Billy. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what formation we're playing anymore, to be honest. But we're just going for it. And Newcastle coming forward now. Barnes, he's got Longstaff and Isak ahead of him. Barnes, Isak turns. Isak makes his way to the box. He's got Murphy outside of him. Jacob Murphy now blasting low across the box and just didn't fall to a black and white shirt. We win the ball back with a great challenge from Longstaff. Longstaff bursting forward, plays it wide for Murphy. Murphy now, can he get a crossing? Plays it into Longstaff. Longstaff to Bruno. Bruno looks for a way through. Gives it outside to Murphy again. Jacob Murphy. He's going for the byline. He spins. Great cross. Cleared away by Zuma. It's a throw into Newcastle, Billy.
Yeah, we've got our tails up now. We really are going for it. West Ham, look, a shadow of the side they were. You know, David Moyes taking the striker off. He's left them much weaker. He's got Danny Ings on the bench
again with Longstaff. Oh my God! Just wide. Well, Longstaff fizzed it to the back post, and Barnes within an inch of getting there.
Yeah, it was a fantastic ball from just slightly overhit, wasn't it? But
yeah,
brilliant.
I'm not sure whether he could have gone for goal himself, Sean. But wow,
he may have been. We don't know for sure that he wasn't.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Wow, oh, wow. We have got the last few minutes of this game. Wow. It's a tremendous fight back from Newcastle, and the tails are up now. The confidence is back. And West Ham look all over the place, but now it's to the left-hand. Kudos has gone to the other side now, Billy. And Lewis Hall doesn't get past him, and Lewis Hall's actually won the throw. He's been amazing since he's been on the pitch.
Absolutely sensational, hasn't he? Not just in attack, but defensively as well.
Longstaff now. Oh, that's shit from Longstaff, but it gets away with it. It was a terrible touch by Bowen, and he could have been away there. Cher plays a raking ball out to the left-hand side. Brilliantly brought down by Lewis Hall on the outside of his right foot. Now Bruno. Hall goes on the overlap. Lewis Hall again, inside to Gordon. Back to Bruno. Bruno on the edge of the box now. Plays it to Harvey Barnes. Barnes back to Bruno. Bruno says he wants to have his shot. It's deflected and blocked. Cher gets there. Brilliant tackle on Paqueta. And Newcastle continue the onslaught. Gordon, Longstaff, brilliant football this. Plays it out wide to Murphy. Murphy skips back onto his left foot. It's Jacob Murphy still in the box, looking to get it across. He does get it across. It's too far for everybody. And West Ham pick the ball up with Kudos on the far side. Isak comes to meet him. Isak not letting him out. Great work by Isak. We've won the ball back. Barnes plays it back. Oh, he's given offside.
Absolutely. What?
As Barnes and Kufal have a little bit of a push and shove in handbags. Jack Adam, thank you for your super chat. Like it or not, this is entertaining football. It's bloody brilliant. I mean, there's only one team looks like winning this now, Billy.
It does, but how many times we've seen this and we've been caught with the sucker punch right at the very end? It's
yeah.
Let's just hope we can maintain this pressure and get a win. That'd be a fantastic result for us.
Absolutely. Incredible. Please do subscribe. Over 2,200 watching. Bottom right-hand corner. Come and join this amazing community right here on the Toon Review. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in to Matchday Live today on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Long ball by Fabianski, met by Dan Byrne. Isak jumps again. Lewis Hall trying to get there ahead of Kudos, but Kudos gets there, but Hall intercepts and wins the ball back for Newcastle. And now it's with Longstaff. He can bring it forward. Murphy to his right. Anthony Gordon is just in front of Murphy. Gordon now picks the ball up. You've got to be careful. He is careful. Gordon's on his way to the box. Anthony Gordon still Anthony Gordon just over the bar.
Brilliant attacking play, wasn't it? It was very Maradona-ish, the goal against England in '86. It was a
balance, Billy, when he actually hit the shot. I think he lost his balance.
He did, yeah.
Replay here, there, just slightly off balance and on the stretch.
Yeah, it was well over the bar in the end, but a great run from Gordon. Yeah,
absolutely.
As I say, reminded me of Diego Maradona against England in '86.
Yeah. Angel Baby says it's a nice match to watch for the neutrals, but our defence are laughing stock to our rivals. Well, we haven't had to defend much in the last 20 minutes. I guarantee you that. It's been all Newcastle United and a throw in now on the halfway line, which Gordon will take into Isak. Takes it on his chest. Isak over towards Barnes, but Kufal is there. Now Kudos for West Ham spins around and he's away. Kudos now bursting through the middle. He's got Bourne to his right. It's a little push Bourne too far right for his own liking. Bourne at the byline. Tries to nutmeg Dan Burn and does. How is that still got Jared Bourne got the ball there? He's still got it. And he's got a corner for West Ham. No, he hasn't. It's a goal kick.
Outstanding tenacity from Bowen. That really good play from him. But yeah, didn't do him any good in the end.
Of course, Bourne almost became a Newcastle United player a few years ago.
Yeah, if only Hull didn't want money for him, it'd have been ours, wouldn't he? Mike Ashley refused to pay £10 million.
Yeah. Dubravka rolls it out now to Dan Burn as Newcastle try and create another attack. Burn. Good play. Newcastle have the ball again with Barnes, flicks it over the top, looking for Anthony Gordon. Zuma's come across. Gordon will get in front of Kurt Zuma, though, and hold the ball up. He spins around on Zuma. Still Gordon. Now at the edge of the box to Bruno. It's a chance for Barnes!
Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Get in there! What a goal!
Belter from Harvey Barnes! And Newcastle United have scored again! It's incredible! It's incredible! It's 4-3 to the Toon! Grab your granny! Just lost her knickers! It's 4-3! I believe what I'm seeing, Billy. What a strike that is!
That's the goal of the season, in my opinion. And, it's brilliant play from Anthony Gordon to actually manufacture a chance out of it. He plays it back, and now it's a great little cut inside, and an absolutely outstanding shot from Harvey Barnes. And all of the things I've said about Harvey Barnes in the past, I take them all back. That's an outstanding strike. It's an outstanding strike from 20 yards. Outstanding.
That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Eddie House away down, he's shooting in the tyne. It's unbelievable. It's 4-3 to Newcastle. Adam Crawford, thank you for your super chat. That's very generous. Thank you, mate. And Newcastle 4, West Ham 3. We've got 8 minutes of additional time.
Bastard. Yeah, but West Ham, surely they're going to bring Danny Ings on now. Here he comes.
Yes, they are. Moyes took his striker off, and since he did that, West Ham have been all over the shop, to be honest.
Yeah, they've got no focal point, have they? And the counter-attacks have been kind of reduced to nothing. But of course, Lewis Hall coming on, Jacob Murphy going to right back, we look a much better side, much better side. Yeah. And that's Newcastle's strength, isn't it? It's attacking.
Well, look, the people have questioned Barnes, but bloody hell.
But the point is now...
Bloody hell.
What
George, thank you for your super chat. Just scared the life out of our cat. Oh my God!
What do we do now? That's the question. Do we sit on it, or do we try and get another one?
Just keep. Billy, we've looked dominant. Just keep doing what we're doing. Don't sit back.
Well, Lewis Hall
again. Anderson plays it in towards Isak, and West Ham are pinned back again. Look at the work rate from Lewis Hall, Billy.
That ball, brilliant from Lewis Hall. He's giving them! Tosser referee! You've been an absolute clown all day.
Oh, my God. And Toonami, thank you for your super chat. Hall has been amazing. He has to start for me now. Well, listen, he's done himself no harm at all since he's been on. KK Chia, thank you for your super chat. I don't care if Hall doesn't start next game. I want Howe out.
What? Oh, yeah, I'll say what you mean.
Yeah, Kufal's come off, Ings on. Tyson, thank you for your super chat. Never a dull moment as a Toon fan. You're kidding. I've given myself a bloody hernia celebrating that goal. Unbelievable. And I'm not sure why me granny was going for a Brazilian either, but she was.
Yeah, well, she lost her knickers for the last one.
Oh, dear. God, you have to love being a Newcastle fan. Seriously, man.
Back on it, though.
Yep, Longstaff, good work. The referee's blown his whistle for a free kick to West Ham. Oh, Gordon, you've got to be careful, there. He's just kicked the ball away. Oh, he's going to send him off.
Is he?
Yeah. Gordon's off. He's trying to run away. He's got a second yellow card. He kicked the ball away. Yeah, Gordon's off, guys. He kicked the ball away. He was silly to do that. Now he's definitely suspended.
Well, that's a bit harsh on the referee. I don't think he's just rolled it back, hasn't he? I think that's harsh.
Well, he's got the standard ovation, Anthony Gordon, and rightly so. So, well, never mind.
I think that's very harsh.
It is, but the referee's been a knob all game, hasn't he? I mean, he really has. I mean, why did he?
Wasn't a free kick in the first place?
In the first place,
he's just passed it back to the goalkeeper. That's what he's doing. He's not kicking the ball away.
He wasn't even looking, was he? Shea gets in there with a challenge. And West Ham now, we've got 10 men, but Newcastle, Emerson loses the ball and Newcastle come away. And Isak through the middle. Oh, he didn't play it to him. But look at Bruno. It's not a great ball for Bruno. He's not going to get there. And Fabianski. But Isak was away there and he's so annoyed with that. He was in for his hat-trick there.
Yes, he was.
Wrong decision, Harvey Barnes, but I'll forgive you.
Yeah, well, he deserves it today.
Long ball forward again from West Ham. Murphy comes across.
Just be strong, Jacob.
One. Brilliant from Jacob Murphy. Spins away. That's superb from Jacob Murphy, son. Oh, what a ball for Isak. Superb from Murphy. Now Isak heading into the box. Can he get this hat-trick? Isak to the byline. Oh, pulled it back and Fabianski grabs the ball.
Yeah, maybe he should have gone to the corner there.
Yeah, 3 minutes of injury time left, guys. 3 minutes of injury time left.
There'll probably be a little bit more as well for the sending off, won't there? So, and then another substitution.
Oh, butter my arse, then jam it with strawberries. It's unbelievable. And there's Lewis Hall again. Phillips plays it forward for West Ham. Byrne heads it away. And a good header that out of play right up the pitch.
Yeah, let's deal with the second ball. Let's do that.
West Ham have the ball back now. Can West Ham get another opportunity? We've forced a little bit back here. Paquette has come deep for the ball. Rolls it out wide now to Kudos. He looked across this on his left foot. In it comes. It's a high one to the back post. And it's just wide.
Dubravka again. What's he doing?
Hear it.
What's Dubravka doing there?
Wow.
What is he doing?
Jack Gibblin, thank you for a super chat. A whole masterclass, he says, but Dubravka flapping its thin air.
What's he doing?
Put it into the side netting.
Absolutely shocking. Shocking from Dubravka.
Dear God.
Absolutely shocking. It really is.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, he could cure constipation, Dubravka, I've got to say.
Well, I mean, Billy, I'm sitting in a pile of it right now, to be honest.
But now he's making out his injured look. This is what they do. When you make a like Horlicks or something, just make out you've got a bit of a knock. Yeah.
I think it is a 1-game ban for Gordon, 2 yellows and a red. It's a 1-game ban.
Yeah, it is, but he misses the game against Everton, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
there's nothing we can do. Who cares? I'll quite happily watch Harvey Barnes again. He was outstanding today.
Yeah, he'll get his chance. Unbelievable. Ball played forward by Paquette, headed away by Fabian Schär. Newcastle need to stay resolute. We're in the final minute of injury time, or official injury time anyway, of the minimum 8 minutes. Great work by Anderson getting back there. Longstaff up to Anderson now. Back to Murphy. Let's just get rid of the ball, please. Murphy takes his time, hammers it up the field.
That'll do.
And, that'll do. 30 seconds of injury time left. Newcastle leading 4-3. But down to 10 men. Anthony Gordon shown 2 yellow cards. Clipped into that's looks like
a foul
from Dan Byrne.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy.
Souček knows what he did there. He knows exactly what he did there. And that's why he looks so disappointed with himself. Because he's a pleb.
What an absolute spanner.
Absolutely. Harvey Barnes, I could kiss your face off right now. It's just an incredible, incredible substitution appearance.
I've never doubted him.
No, never. You're a lying twat and all. Nearly 2,500 watching. Thank you so much, guys, watching Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Long ball played forwards, which is just headed on by Anderson. There's a West Ham player down. I think it's Emerson banging on the floor. Of course, the referee will just wait till he sees if he's all right before playing on. Of course he will.
It's not even a head injury and he stopped play.
Yeah.
Well, just blow the whistle, ref. So why didn't you do that for their second goal?
Well, exactly. Questions can be asked.
An absolute bollocks up.
Anyway, we're almost over an additional minute of the additional time. And Bruno has the ball for Newcastle, and he decides he's going to take this the length of the pitch, trying to play it through for Isak, but West Ham get it back now. West Ham with, I think it's Zuma looking for help.
That's got to be time now. Got to be time.
Well, where's he getting all this from? We've additional minute now.
Don't just let him attack, ref. Just blow the whistle. You've had a minute. You've had 8 minutes of injury time, and you're not.
Oh! Get it away! Yes.
No, come on, referee. What are you doing?
Still it goes on. Cross comes in, brilliantly blocked by Longstaff. The Mac01 Mac, thank you for your super chat. Should come with a health warning watching Newcastle. Indeed.
Isn't he?
And it's down the byline. Cross comes in, headed away again. Isak will take this. Just belt it. And it's high into the Tyneside sky.
He's still going. He's
still going.
Come on, referee. This is a piss take now.
We've got nearly 2 minutes of the additional 8. Headed back. West Ham still looking for an equalizer. Checking the watch from the referee. It's a chance for West Ham. And somehow it's bounced around. And Lewis Hall clears it away.
That's it. Got to be it. Got to be
How
now.
on earth? He still hasn't blown. Now he has!
Get in there!
Yeah!
Get in there! Oh,
that is simply unbelievable. Pretty bubbles in the air. It's finished 4-3. Peter Merrifield, thank you for your super chat. With a warning saying supporting NUFC is bad for your health. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbloody believable. Well, I'm going to play this, Billy. And somebody else wants to have a word as well, Billy.
To be alive.
Yes, Daisy, our channel mascot, ladies and gentlemen, decides to have a little boogie-woogie after that game. Eli, thank you for your super chat. The ball has just landed in my garden in Carlisle. Great commentary, guys. Off to Twitter account, how outposts. Benjamin Alcon, thank you for your super chat with just yeehaw. We've got another one from Samsonite Dove. Welcome to the Toon roller coaster. Thank you very much for those super chats, guys. I mean, Billy, you've got to take your hat off to the lads there. 3-1 down at the start of the second half, but we come back and not only tie it, but go on to win it. And Edward Gorn, thank you for another super chat. Brilliant, lads. Billy loves Barnes. Indeed, he does.
I'm a Harvey man. Do you know what? It was a fantastic effort from the lads. It was a fantastic bit of management, actually, from Eddie Howe to go attacking and get us back into the game. But it's just a phenomenal game of football. It really was. And David Moyes has made a right cock up of it as well, bringing on Calvin Phillips to shore things up and concede 3 goals when he was on.
Yeah. Can you imagine? He's going to be a very bitter man at full time when he gets his interview with Moyes. He'll be blaming everybody. And he can't blame anybody after getting that second goal allowed for a bloody start. Alex,
Come on!
Holy shit,
Get
man!
in. Wow, what a game. What a game. I mean, we called it, didn't we? We called that it was going to be close. There was going to be a lot of goals in it. And we called that there was some decent attacking options off the bench today. Didn't quite imagine it was going to be quite that dramatic, though. We got it fairly accurate, but not quite that drama. What a second half. I'm knackered. I'm exhausted now.
Claire G, thank you for being a member for 7 months. What a match. We needed that. I need to lie down after that. Don't we all? Was it a penalty, Alex?
I think so. I don't like any of this nonsense of were you in control of the ball at the time of the contact? You've booted him. I get it was an accident, but fouls can be accidents.
Still a foul. Absolutely.
Fouls can be accidents. If you jump up with elbows by accident, accidents can still be fouls. Fouls can be penalties. It's a pen.
Gordon did what he did in the first half, Alex. Just made sure he got to the ball first. Phillips was dawdling with it, and he paid the price.
Yeah, I mean, things get given like that against us, and fortunately we've got one. I don't see why it shouldn't be a pen. The fact that it's been, they've reviewed it very, very carefully, and he's been told to go to the monitor and check it again himself, and then he thinks, and all the fourth officials also think it's a pen. So, that kind of it makes up for the mistake for their second goal. I mean, it doesn't, but. At least we got something go our way, because we've had stuff like that not getting given previously.
Let's just remember the Southampton semi-final last year when Dozy, whatever his name was, put his foot in front of the ball and Bruno got sent off. It's exactly the same.
Absolutely. John Adams, thank you for your super chat. Being a member for 5 months. Do appreciate that. Awesome game, worth getting up early. Reminded me of the Man United 4-3 in 2001. Mary, thank you for your super chat. Congrats on the commentary. Thank God for injuries and Barnes. Get in. Alex, the mystery man of Harvey Barnes. I mean, both goals, especially the goal to put us in front, simply sensational.
Well, he's taken his time to announce himself to everyone, but it's official. He's alive. He's real. He is not a dream, and that is exactly what we bought him for the quality in front of goal and for the goal record. We chopped in Maxi for the goal threat that Barnes was meant to bring. That's what we've been waiting for. And it's won us the game. It's got us 3 points and it's got us back in the hunt for European football. We look better with the substitutions, to be fair. I think it's obviously this is a slightly different conversation, but your Andersons, Barnes and Lewis Halls now, it looks like we're going to have to shift the team. Eddie Howe hasn't got a choice whether he likes it or not. He's going to have to now because A, injuries, B, it's won the game. So, and I think we're going to look better for it.
Yeah. Look, the third goal, Alex, what a bit of vision from Alexander Isak. Perfect run from Harvey Barnes, of course, did that sort of horseshoe run where he curves his run and finished it brilliantly. But then to have the nous to do what he did for the winning goal, I mean, he hit it as sweet as he could ever wish to hit that. Just curled it away from goal and then curls back inside the near post. And I must admit, I've given myself a hernia because I just threw my headphones down and went dancing around the room. But that's what being a Newcastle fan is all about, isn't it? It's just a roller coaster ride.
It is indeed. I mean, Harvey Barnes needs to give some shooting lessons to everyone else on that left-hand side. Gordon especially. I know Gordon's got a lot of goals, but we've seen so many of those cut inside, soft shot with the right foot. Gordon must have had, I need to double check, 6 or 7 shots today. It was a lot of shots. And Barnes comes on and teaches everyone, that's how you hit it with your right foot outside, inside the box, either or. He's more clinical. He's been around for a long time. That is why you buy a 26-year-old to get in amongst all of the youngsters. You need somebody who's been there, done it, scored Premier League goals. Great vision in the build-up, but you've got to give all the credit to Harvey Barnes because people haven't been able to hit a barn door today.
Nice pun. William Emery, thank you very much for your super chat. No comment, but thank you. DJ, thank you for yours. Wow, what a last 20 minutes. I blamed Eddie Howe when we were shit and losing, so I've got to give him the most credit for the changes. Hall and Barnes equals game changes. Lewis Hall, Alex, absolutely magnificent.
Well, I mean, both of them. I mean, just I've brought the stats up for both. I mean, I've just got to point out, Harvey Barnes had 13 touches of the ball, 4 shots. 4 of the 13 touches were shots, and 2 of the 4 shots were goals. incredible return. And Lewis Hall, he came in, he won his only aerial duel, 3 out of 4 ground duels. He put himself about, he was aggressive, he contributed in attack, he contributed in defense. There was no messing around with it. It was careful. He was concentrating, focused. It's a breath of fresh air. He has got to start. Whatever this nonsense is with the contract, whether we've got to pay a bit more or a bit less based on appearances, or we don't know. We don't seem to know the ins and outs of what's going on with this. But he's got to play. Just let the lad play football because he looks ready for it.
Yeah. Matt Fletcher, member for 21 months. Thank you very much, Matt. Nearly 2 a.m. here, so I'm pumped. Not much sleep coming tonight, and brilliant call, guys. How are the lads? Thank you very much for that indeed. Nathan Page, thank you for a super chat. He says, I think you missed my first super chat. I do apologize, Nathan. There's been so many people in the chat today. I do apologize.
A bit mad.
Yeah, mad's the ultimate word. My Smeagol, thank you very much for your super chat. Never been happier with an obligation to buy. Indeed. Doug, thank you for yours. Dugout Football Channel. Go and check his channel out. Thank you for your super chat. An Easter treat. What a game. A 4-3 classic. Yeah, I don't think we
4-3s aren't usually classics, though, Doug.
Not for us, they're not. Yeah. You being a Liverpool fan will obviously love 4-3s. We, not so much. But today we do. And today has been an absolute sensation. We were down and out. I thought when, Billy, we conceded that goal straight after half-time, you know, we were all just looking, you know, we were down and out. We were gone. And we were thinking, God, look at the points difference now. And suddenly a win, the comeback and the win like this can just give us that real boost for the last 9 games.
I want to give credit to Jacob Murphy to stepping it right back and be as fantastic as he was, and in an attacking sense still as well as he was. Yeah, he was fantastic as well. Elliot Anderson came on and changed things. Yeah, and Bruno, as always, Bruno was the one that got us on the front foot most of the time. Just a terrific second half performance after the early kind of thing that went wrong for us. But I'll still say now that second goal of West Ham's or the third goal, sorry, was down to the second one. You know, yeah, just knocked us, didn't it? Dylan, thank you for your super chat. Are you not entertained? He says, "Happy Easter, all." Another super chat from Nathan Page. I said maybe an unpopular opinion. Hold on for Kraft. Listen, I mean, obviously he's look. At the same time, as bad as it is for Kraft, he wasn't playing too well. And we've been calling for Eddie Howe to make cutthroat decisions, and that was a cutthroat decision. And to be honest, it was a brilliant decision.
I've wanted this for months and months and months and months. I would be an arsehole of a manager because I would be quite happy to make a first half substitution or to sub a sub if it's not working. And it was great. It was a great decision from Eddie Howe. It obviously wasn't working, but normally what he would have done is just brought on a few extras and left Kraft on. But he was ruthless. He said, no, this absolutely isn't working. He ripped up the system. He admitted a fault to himself. Yeah. Great to see. We've been saying for months, we need to see him learning from these mistakes.
Yep.
Finally, perfect. I love it. He identified it wasn't working. He was happy to take Kraft off, completely change the system, bring on some attackers additionally.
I have no
idea to do it themselves.
You know what, Alex? When he took him off, I have no idea what formation we went to. I still don't know. I think it was just get the ball, go forward, and try and get the goals.
I think we're just lucky we've got so many players that are willing to play. I mean, Jacob Murphy's the prime example. We've got definitely 2 or 3 in that squad where you just say, right, I just need you to do whatever is necessary today in whatever role, position, upside down, backwards, left, right. You're just going to have to do it. Whether it's Tino, whether it's Jacob Murphy. And I appreciate we're going to have to move some of the squad players on at some point, but it's one of the reasons. Murphy going to right back, you know, he tried 9 crosses today. If Isak was a little bit more, I appreciate Isak was okay and scored his pens, but he was a little bit shaky in build up and his shot firing wasn't really there. But Jacob Murphy, if we had somebody in the box that was decent, you know, he made 5 key passes today, Jacob Murphy, and he basically played 2 positions.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Edward Gorm, thank you for another super chat. Let's go pick Kevin and pick our best 10 attacking players. Sod the positions. Indeed. Janos is a real worry. Would Barnes have got on without the Miggy injury? Well, probably look, not. I understand why he didn't, because obviously Barnes, it's his first game back from another injury setback. So I can understand him not putting Barnes on. But look, these things happen in football, don't they? Some of them have gone against us this season, but that injury kind of went for us, although we hope Miggy's okay. But Barnes coming on won us the game. It's as simple as that. He won us the game with 2 fantastic goals. So,
and Gordon looked better on the right-hand side as well for once. He looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
I thought it was harshly dealt
Can I
with.
just say, it can't be understated how important Anderson was when he came on, because we weren't winning second balls. We had no physicality. Yeah. I'm just looking at data here from Sean. I did think Sean had a slightly better game today, but still 2 out of 11 duels is pretty poor. We needed a bit more oomph. We needed to try and control the game, and that is when our possession stats went through the roof and we just threw the kitchen sink at them. Is when Anderson came on. He won 6 out of 8 duels, and he made sure if there was something to be contested, he contested it, which is what we needed.
Yeah, I thought Anderson was excellent when he came on as well. All the subs did well, apart from...
To be honest, I mean, Longstaff seemed to do more than win 2 duels, I'll be fair. I mean,
it did feel like that, yeah.
Yeah. Connor, thank you for another super chat. Lewis Hall, sign him up. Wacky Angler, who is, of course, a West Ham fan. Your lad showed real fighting character. My boys switched off at 3-1. Fantastic to watch, though. Well said, Wacky Angler. There's no bitterness there. Yeah, I think for Moyes... I'm interested, Wacky, as what you think of Moyes' decision to take Antonio off and go without a striker. Because at that stage, I thought you could have gone on and scored a couple more goals. We would
deflate. You had no outball at all.
And bring Phillips on to shore things up. He'd give a penalty away.
And he'd give a penalty away for dawdling in the box. I mean, whether you think it's a penalty or not, he was so slow in the box to make his decision. He tried bringing it out, and then Gordon got in front of him. So, look, it is what it is. But well said, mate. No bitterness in that. It's a proper good comment, that.
And they played some good football, West Ham. Credit where credit was due. Some of the football they played today was outstanding. I mean, Kudus at times was just phenomenal.
Yeah, he's a good player, him. The Clone Lad's been a member for 15 months. Says, get in. Brilliant by all the lads. Hall did really well. Needs a run in the side. I think that's not even up for debate. Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. Why did Eddie get booked? Anyone know? I didn't see him get booked.
I think he did. I think there was some commentary regarding it. I'm not exactly sure why.
Okay, well, I'll put another yellow card up for us then on the scoreboard there. Not that it's a necessity. But listen, there you go, guys. Matchday live, done and dusted. We've won, guys, in an incredible game of football this afternoon. What a lunchtime game that is. We can celebrate over the weekend. We can stuff our faces with more Easter eggs than we kind of wanted to. I'm going shopping right now and buying about 35 eggs, 4 for the kids and the rest for me. Just... It's incredible, really. Now, don't forget that Billy and Alex will be doing their Patreon reaction straight after this game. Of course, we have a Patreon. It's £5 a month, guys, but it is well worth it for more action, more podcasts, etc., away from the camera or in the Toon review. It really does support the channel as well, guys, and it's a superb outlet for you guys to listen to more podcasts, as I say, away from the camera. They'll be doing their match reaction straight away. I'll be doing one for YouTube, so that'll be uploaded soon as well. So keep your eyes open for that. Keep your eyes on Instagram. We've got a great Instagram account. Look for the Toon Review on there. We're all on Twitter, of course, or X as you want to call it now. We've got a brilliant Facebook group if you want to go and join that. But if you want to join, subscribe to this brilliant YouTube channel that we've got going, a fabulous community here, of course, with us, Paul, Billy, and Alex, with Sam as well as hosts. And then you've got a brilliant mod team. You've got a brilliant community backstage. And we're heading towards 29,000, which is a real achievement. So thank you to everybody that subscribed today and has joined the Toon Review. Thank you to everybody that's watched, all you super chats and new memberships and your gifted memberships. You've been brilliant, Billy.
And while we're recording our match reactions, get yourself over to Evermore NUFC. They do a fantastic live reaction as well. So just pop over to them and see the lads over there. They'll do a great show for you.
Yep, straight over to Evermore for that. Zishan, thank you for your super chat. Get in, but I was blowing bubbles from my back end watching that. You're not the only one, mate. And Daniil, thank you for your super chat. The Toon is a roller coaster. You've just got to ride it. Yes, a famous, I believe it was Ronan Keaton who sang that song. Alex is nodding his head because he plays it regularly. You've found love. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for watching. Keep an eye open for the match reactions. Of course, we'll be back 7 p.m. tomorrow night with the match review, where we'll let the dust settle on today, and we'll come back and break down the game. the incredible game that we've just watched, and of course give you our player ratings. So join us for 7 p.m. for that. But keep your eyes open for the match reactions. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you to Billy and thank you to Alex. And we'll see you live tomorrow at 7 o'clock. But we'll see you later with the reactions on Patreon and YouTube. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend, guys. Take care.
Away the geezers and treacles.
Come back and check out some green.